Hey, lovely ladies and gents. It's LaShanda Henry here, aka Sister Sense, with Messy Face herself, Little Miss Prinneman, so that we can do a web class today. I want to talk to you about a few things. Number one, how to beef up your branding. Number two, how to profit from prints. And number three, how to fire start your year with strategy and intention, Sister Sense style. So, first and foremost, thank you so much for joining me today. If you're watching the replay, always remember to drop into the comment box, #replays rock. And if you feel like this is something that somebody in your circle needs to hear, feel free to share because, of course, sharing is caring. So, Prinneman, I've got bad news for you, boo-boo. I got to put you down. I gotta put you down on the floor. I do. So we are gonna dive into some beautiful things today. Last weekend, I was in VA speaking at the pop-up conference hosted by Charvette Mitchell. It was so much fun. And hun, I had the best time ever. Hey, how are you, my dear? Welcome. So I'm going to talk to you about how to beef up your branding first, because this is inspired by my time at Charvette's event. And then I'm going to dive into some other great pieces for the conversation today. If that's okay with you, I'm going to jump in. So first and foremost, as you guys know, I'm a webby entrepreneur, and I focused a lot of my time on building websites for clients, number one, and number two, teaching other entrepreneurs how to start up and build their businesses online, specifically when it comes to monetization, marketing, and sales, with some branding good in there too. So while I was there, I was speaking, I shared my book, Online Marketing Made Easy, and I'm going to show you guys the book in just a bit. But man, I got to tell you, the minute I walked in, I was like, yes! So first and foremost, as a speaker, I didn't know that I got VIP, VIP good. So one of the things that Charvette gifted her VIP registrants as well as the speakers is this right here. Can you see how big this bag is? Like literally, this was so beautiful. It's a guest bag. And it's got her branding on it, Mitchell Productions. Can you see that right there? Now, this is amazing. This is totally awesome. And I literally got the bag, grabbed the bag, and started putting things in the bag. Including the books, the Sister Sense books in here as well. Isn't this pretty? Right? So, hey, sweetie. Hey, Essie. Welcome. So, one of the things that you guys got to do, especially going into the new year, is beef up your brand. Drop into the comment box, for those of you who have businesses that are established, what kind of brand products do you create for your business? I think that this was really a nice touch for the VIP participants, plus for the speakers. And again, not only is it a beautiful black and white guest bag, it is a Charvette Mitchell production tagged bag. So she's got her branding here, which I think is really smart. And then, of course, for all registrants, they were able to walk away with her drawstring bag. And I've got a ton of things. On my chair. The purple chair is quite full today. And this was really cute as well. The Hey Girl Hey bag, Charvette's branding. One of her brand colors is pink, and of course she's got the black. So this was a great combination as well. I have my Fire Start Your Year bags, and I should have I should have pulled one of the bags, my bag, so I could show it to you. But here's what I will say. I love to get my branded bags at discountmugs.com. I don't know where Charvette got hers, but these are pretty awesome. These are really nice. They're really beautiful. I might do another video so I can show you my bags. Or, all right, let's do this. You guys share this out, number one, or tap on hearts, number two. Let me see if I can grab some of my brand products. I've got a few of them here, specifically the ones on printing, but it didn't occur to me to grab the bag. So let me see if I can find one or two of those. And of course, if you guys are doing branding, feel free to drop into the comment box some of the kind of brand products that you've created, okay? So, Prin, you sit here. You sit here and take over. Wow. You sit here and take over and do like a little dance or something. as she like lies down on the chair like I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, let me go and find some bags. Are you gonna find the bags for me, Prin Prin? Do you know where they are? Okay. Well, I do have my t-shirts. I can show you guys the t-shirts. And let's see if I can find. Okay. I found one bag. It's not my favorite bag, but it is one bag, so I'll make it work. You're in the camera, Mama. Don't knock over the ring light. All right, I'm back. Hey, Barbara, welcome, welcome. I know, right, Adonia? That bag is gorgeous. It's life. So first and foremost, thank you so much, Charvette, for having me. I had such a great time. First thing we're going to do, especially for those of you looking to really fire start the new year, is to talk about beefing up your branding, right? So I showed you the big, beautiful bag that Charvette gave the speakers and her VIP participants. And I'm going to talk about a few other things. Now, side note, I see my girl Adonia, she's already registered. If you're not registered for the Fire Start Your Year virtual workshop happening in a couple of weeks, we kick off January with the Fire Start Your Year workshop. Make sure that you go to firestartyouryear.com to register. That's number one. At some point today, so make sure you stick around or come back, we're going to go into the Fire Start Your Year planner. This is a 12-month monetization, marketing, and sales planner for my entrepreneurial women. And I'm going to talk about some things that you can do to beef up your branding and get strategic with your 12-month plan. Inside this, you can either get the digital version or order the print version also at firestartyouryear.com, or you can get the free digital version when you register for the virtual conference. I've got the live conference coming, well, not conference, but the live workshop. It's an intimate experience, invite only, for ladies, happening here in North Carolina, MLK weekend in January. And if you want to be a part of that, email me, message me, and I'll tell you more details. So, okay. While I was at Charvette's event, I got some gifts, man. Okay, so first and foremost, let me bring this back because some of you guys are just coming in and you didn't get to see that as a VIP and speaker, we got these beautiful guest bags at Charvette's event, the pop-up conference, and these are branded. These are branded with her tag, Mitchell Productions, which I think is just pretty awesome. So I get a lot of my branded products from discountmugs.com. And here is, there's nothing in it, so just let me like put some things in it. Let me put some things in it to fill it out. So it's kind of crumpled because I found it somewhere. I found it in one of my containers. But here's the first bag that I got printed out for my attendees. I like that Charvette did the drawstring bags. I have drawstring bags as well, but I did mine's for my Bright Colors Kids Magazine brand. And so here are Charvette's. These were the drawstring bags at her event. When I do my live workshops here in North Carolina, I tend to have purple bags. This is one version. The new version is bigger and it's got a handle, which I love. I like the big bag. But I love this one too, and I've got a few of these left. Mine's I get at discountmugs.com. I know, right? I love the purple. I don't know where Charvette gets hers done, but still really, really nice, beautiful work. So discountmugs.com, that's one of my favorites. So I had the pleasure of meeting an amazing lady there, Miss Olive. Mwah, I'm shouting you out, and I'm going to cut this up so that you can see this. And she said to me, oh my gosh, I love you. I love your family. I watch your videos. She kind of came up to me and she was like, you are so tiny. She's like, oh my God, you're so tiny. You're like, you have such a large presence on video, and I see you in person, and you're like this big. Now, there were so many tiny sister girls at the pop-up conference. It was so great because I didn't have to be like, can you kneel down, really and truly, because I don't got my heels on. But Olive and I, we had such an amazing time. We had some great conversation. And while we were vending and I was selling my books, she said, LaShanda, first of all, I want everything. So she got the book, she got my bling drive. I'll share all of that good in a second. But then she gifted me, how beautiful. And you know, my room is turquoise. Turquoise is one of my favorite colors as well. She gifted me this beautiful t-shirt right here. Outwork a queen boss never. I'm like, yes. You got to be a girl boss. You got to be a queen boss. You got to do it big. Having your own branded t-shirts. I mean, come on now. That's just amazing. So I so appreciate you, Olive. This is beautiful. Thank you so much for my t-shirt. Guys, do you have t-shirts for your brand? If you do not have t-shirts, there are so many wonderful companies that you can look into. One of my favorites is Printful, Printful, Printful.com. And a few years back, I got a bunch of these created, and I still have a handful of them left. And these were not created on Printful. I had an amazing graphics designer, because it's so important for you to support your other fellow women entrepreneurs, your fellow Black entrepreneurs, dig in. We as women need to support each other. So working with small businesses is a big thing for me. And so I went to another graphics designer. I said, listen, I want you to design something for me. Can you please? I love your stuff. And so she did. She made this it's the wrong way. She made this beautiful, and she's a screen printer as well. So she made these for me. Thank you, Miss Akeem Wilson. She is the creator of Soul Seed Teas. So she has her own brand, but she, wait, no, stop. She has her own brand, but she also is a graphics designer. So it was so beautiful that I got to work with her, Miss Akeem. And I want to say 100% that it's Soul Seed Teas, but I feel like, I hope I'm not mixing her brand up with somebody else's, and I want to make sure that that's correct. I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to drop her website link into the comment box, which I should know her website link because I helped her update her website, but that was so many years ago and I work on so many websites. But I love this. She took the Sister Sense logo. She created this awesome graphic for me. I said I wanted to some kind of like awesome sister girl with wavy hair. She's got her tablet and her pen in hand. I don't know how much of it you can see, but it is, I've got a few of these left, a really, really small amount. It's been a while. I need to go back to her and make some more. But beefing up with your own brand t-shirts, that's also something you can do as well. My chair is full of stuff right now. So beefing up your brand, let's continue this conversation. One of my mentees, one of my clients was there, Don McCoy, and we had a great time just hanging out. We had a mini photo shoot because, of course, I brought the big boy camera. So I said, okay, Don, we're going to do a photo shoot together. And so I've got some photos to send to her. Now, Dawn came out to one of my previous workshops here in North Carolina, the Girl Boss Weekend workshop I did in the summer. And one of the things that we did was we worked on easy ebooks and e-courses. So literally, I gave the ladies a template, and that weekend, they made their own 20-page digital and also printable publication. So for hers, she did 21 must-ask questions before you hire a leadership strategist. She is really focused on career professionals and leaders. So I love that she was able to take the template and then pop it in here and create. Not only did she create it the weekend, but then she printed it out and said, LaShanda, I have a gift to give you. She gave me a copy at the event. And I was like, oh my God, she made it. love when my ladies can do the work and then create the product. If you weren't able to participate in this actual workshop, the virtual course is online at sistersense.com/DCCW, which stands for Digital Content Creation Webinar. Digital Content Creation Webinar. So sistersense.com/DCCW. And I shared with the ladies how you can print these out on MadCloud. It's an 8.5 by 11, 20-page document. And it's just really great to have your own printed product. So starting with the bag, showing you, and of course you can get mugs and you can get pens, you can get so much stuff at Discount Mugs, and then going into branded t-shirts and then having printed products. I'm going to go into some more printed products a little bit later, but these are some great examples of things that you can create as Prin knocks down my gift bag. Wait. Adonia says, want to call me out so bad, but I can't come. Aw, I know you can't make it in January, sweetie, but I hope that I can see you in March. The Fire Start Your Year January workshop is going to be an intimate intensive. I have reserved a beautiful suite here in Greenville, North Carolina, and it's invite only. So if you want to register, you have to check in with me, email me, and let me know if you want to be there. So that for myself and just a handful of ladies, literally it's going to be about 3 to 5 ladies. So we can just for that weekend, MLK weekend, dig in, dig deep, and really map out your plan for the new year. Lots of fun. And this year I'm doing it differently as an invite-only private suite experience. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm doing it a new way, but, you know, it's always good to kind of switch things up. I've been doing these annual January events for going on 8-9 years now. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been doing these. Now, I've got to shout out Dawn because she came not only with the book, but she brought a bag. Okay. I've got so much stuff all over the place. So much. So she brought this bag for me and I was like, wait a minute. I thought you were just giving me the book. What's going on? What's this about? She was like, no, this is for you. This is so cute, y'all. This is like the cutest. So when Dawn came for the workshop this summer, I do what I call my Girl Boss Weekend workshops. She got me this cute little bag that says Girl Boss. How cute is that, right? So one of the things that I love is being in a space where when you get your particular brand messages, you can create content around that, right? So I remember when Charvette, this is her 3rd annual conference. I remember when she did the first conference and she said, guys, look, I got these notebooks at Target and they say, Hey Girl, Hey, which is her brand over at heygirlhey.biz. So she's like, I got these notebooks. They're pink. They say, Hey Girl, Hey. Yay! I'm getting all of these for my conference. This year, 3 years later, she beefed up her marketing and look at this. Now she's got new notebooks and the new notebooks, who's that? Charvette on the cover. Hey girl, hey. So listen, you can start off by creating, well, rather, if you're on a budget or, you know, you haven't quite figured out what resources to use to create your own branded content like her notebook here, you can start off by purchasing products that have your brand colors or your brand terms on them and then level your way up as you go. So year 1, she had the Hey Girl, Hey notebooks that she purchased from Target. Year 3, she got her custom notebooks. I don't know where she got her custom notebooks done, but they're pretty awesome and she had them available to attendees at the event. I have my own custom notebooks that I do as well. And I do have a training. It's called How to Put Together Your Brand Products. If you are... Why are you eating my stuff? She got my pen in her mouth. I do have a training on how to create your own brand products. And if you're a member of my mastermind, that training is inside of the archive, which Brand is about to drive me crazy. So I've got so much good that Dawn gave me here. And I wanted to be able to dig in with you guys on camera. So think about maybe if there are certain catchphrases that you use with your branding. Again, if you cannot purchase custom brand products with your logo and what have you, look in your local retailers and see if they've got some stuff that you maybe can add. I love that she gave me this one. It's so beautiful. And then look in here. Isn't this awesome? I've got a sweet tooth. There's Snickers and Milky Way. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, my dear. There's some other stuff in here. Awesome. There is a little calendar. How cute is this? Oh, I can put this on my desk. Dawn, you're awesome. There's some more stuff in here. Okay, digging deep. What is this? It's like an unbagging. Hey, sweetie. Hey, Sheila. Good afternoon. Oh, thank you, Dawn. It says, boss of you. I am the boss of me. I'm the boss of me. I'm the boss of my hubby. I'm the boss of mini-me. I'm the boss of Corinne. I'm the boss. Boss of you. How awesome. Thank you. Mwah. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate you for giving me this gift. It's always awesome when I get to meet people in person. I got to meet Ayoka, who's been in my circle for so many years. It's so beautiful. And it's funny because I know people by name, not necessarily by face. So they kind of have to give me like this is me and I know, and this is my tag. You know, they kind of have to give me that spiel before I'm like, oh my God. But these are some great things that you can do to beef up your branding, okay? So think about that, especially for those of you who are on a budget. If you have products that you can purchase that have your brand titles on it, like Girl Boss, I did my Girl Boss weekend workshop here in January. The next workshops that I'm doing, my Fire Start Your Year workshops, available at firestartyouryear.com. Those are coming up in January. Girl Boss is during the summer. And then I've got Create Amazing in March. So I've got a ton of different workshops that I do throughout the year. Now, here is another beef up your branding example. Now, I just had so much fun at the pop-up conference, and I wanted to not just speak, but to sit down and really listen, because listen, if you're the smartest person in the room, you better go find another room. So it was really important for me to listen to what other ladies had to say based on their area of expertise. And then there was a young lady there who talked about accounting, and I want to be able to share Ulissa. I think it's Ulissa. I don't want to mispronounce her name because I hate when people mispronounce mine. But she talked about 10 things your accountant wishes you knew. Man, accounting and business for me is always a headache. So I really loved her session. And what's great about this is that I believe Charvette helped her design this one. Charvette is a fellow web and graphics designer. So if you're looking for someone outside of me that does the stuff that I do, she's one of them. And they put together, this is like a four-page pamphlet, which she gave out to attendees, which I thought was really great. So as she was going through the different recommendations, outside of writing them down, we all were able to walk away with this. It's branded. It's got her logo. It's got her photo. It's got her email. It's got her website. It's got the 10 recommendations. You cannot forget her. So I'm talking about different things you can do to beef up your brand, whether it be t-shirts or bags, things that you can do as a speaker or an event planner or just as an entrepreneur, based on the different examples that I've shared with you thus far. If you're just coming in, you're going to catch that part on the replay side. I don't want to spend too much time on that because then I'm not going to finish this web class, but I will post the replays on YouTube as well. So make sure you follow me there. And there's some kind of link somewhere here to turn on alerts when my videos come on. So make sure that you turn those on too. So first part of this conversation is I want you to think about what are you doing, right, to create brand products and create a brand experience for the people that you want to work with, right? And here's the deal. A new year is coming up. So it's an opportunity for you to think about, I'm sorry, print is very distracting. It's an opportunity for you to think about the kind of things that you want to do going into the new year. So let's talk about that. And I'm going to do a few unboxings of sorts. Okay, so forgive me. My room is an absolute chaos right now because I've got all of these products and things that I wanted to share with you guys today. So first I talked about how to beef up your branding. Second, I want to talk to you about how to profit from prints. Now, I've been quietly preparing these for you guys to see, and there are a lot of them, and I'm going to go through all of these good goods with you. There are a lot of them. There are a lot of them. And there are more in here. There's another one. Okay, I'm going to stop now. Okay, so I've got all of these good goods to share with you guys as far as different examples of ways that you can profit from prints, okay? So there are a few companies that I use. You know, one of my favorites is MagCloud. And when I get my MagCloud, it tends to come in these boxes here. And what I ordered recently were some of the pamphlet size. These are 5 by 9. There we go. These are pamphlet size. So for my Bright Colors brand, one of the things that I did was create a 20-page for the Bright Kidpreneur, sharing different ways that kids of color can create their own businesses and do it as a family so the parents can help them as well. This is the Bright Kidpreneur guide, available on Sister Sense. So this is pamphlet style, and I do have different trainings. Now, the training that I talked about today was on digital content creation, and that training comes with this template. This is for an 8.5 by 11 template, and this one in particular is about creating kind of like a workbook experience where you can ask questions, specifically 21 questions of your audience, and in doing so create a nice workbook for them, which they can either print out or you can print and share. Now, I just came back from Virginia in a speaking event. You want to think about some things that you can print and put together, especially if you've got a lot of digital content that's tangible that you can take to an event. Now, when I went to the event, I took my book, Online Marketing Made Easy. This is the small pamphlet size version, and then there's a larger book version. Now, I do have templates for the 5 by 9 on the website as well. I think that was a part of the C-rated, how to turn content into cash flow. There's a training called Content to Cash Flow, the C-rated training. There is a 5 by 9, I believe it's 5 by 9. Yeah, it is. There's a 5 by 9 20-page booklet template in that training. What's the link for that? I think it's sistersense.com/CTC for Content to Cash Flow. That's if you don't have that training and you're looking for it. But this is for 20-page guides. So that's one thing. And one of the reasons why I was really big on creating 20-page guide templates, number one, these don't cost a lot to print on MagCloud, so they're budget friendly. Number two, I make all of my templates on Microsoft Word so that you can use them in Word and also in Google Drive, Google Docs. And number three, I'm busy. Honestly, I don't have time to write lots of pages of stuff. So I love templates because then you can plug your stuff into the template, number one. Like how Dawn plugged her content into this template. This is the one that we did for the Girl Boss Weekend here in Raleigh. I had a Raleigh-Durham workshop in, I think it was August. So it's so awesome that Dawn printed it out and she gave me this when I saw her in Virginia. And then we're going to be working on new templates in the new year. So hopefully I get to see some of you guys come out to the live workshop here in North Carolina. That's going to be MLK weekend in January. So that's one example. And for these, I mean, you could get any size product at MagCloud. I just finished I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago, the third issue of Caribbean Awareness magazine for one of my clients. Every quarter, he's like, LaShanda, I'm ready for the next one. So we've been working on 3 issues of this magazine. This is, again, another template. If you go to Sister Sense in my store, you'll see the magazine template is available there. It's in Microsoft Word. You can literally watch the video training and use the template. And I print these out on magcloud.com. Some of my clients like to DIY the process. Other ones like to say, LaShanda, just can you do it for me? And this is what I did for him. So I did his magazine, and here is Girlfriend Connect. I did their magazine as well. I do magazines for a few of my clients, and then other ones, they want them they want to work on it themselves. The DIY template for this is in my shop over on Sister Sense. So there are different types of print products that you can profit from, okay? And I want to be able to share examples of ones that you might consider working on going into the new year. So I talked about, we've got the pamphlet style, 20 pager, less than 30 page mini books. These are 5x9. I talked about the larger style. This is a 20 pager, but it's 8.5 by 11. More detailed, elaborate design as far as like a magazine style publication. That's something else you can do. As a matter of fact, while I was there at my table, one of the ladies, she said to me, I just need to know everything that you know. She was like, I was just featured on the cover of a magazine and I would love to create my own magazine. So literally I'm going home and then I'm going to go buy your template. So there. But that's something that you can consider as well. And she said, you know what, but it's a little bit intimidating for me because I don't know if I have the time or the energy to create a magazine every month. And I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I started my magazine as a monthly experience and now I do it once a quarter. So you control your magazine. It's not something you have to do every day, and it doesn't have to be terribly overwhelming. Create it in a way that can work with your schedule, right? And I had a young lady who was there and she got my Online Marketing Made Easy bundle, which literally has all of my online marketing trainings on blogging and email marketing and creating sales pages. Everything is in there. Lead magnets, video marketing, Canva. She was like, is this going to be hard? And I was like, no, I didn't even have to say anything because one of my other clients was there, Tony, and she's like, listen, LaShanda makes it so easy, it's not even funny. She's got templates, you pop it in there. And she was like, okay, I'm sold. So she got that Online Marketing Made Easy experience. Now, I'm going through a few of these boxes here. Hey, Eva. Eva says, sharing this with a friend who would love this. Awesome. So good to have you here, Eva. I definitely need to check in with you, especially if I'm navigating down to your neck of the woods real soon. Okay, so here is an Amazon. Where's the smiley face? The Amazon. This is from Kindle Digital Publishing. I use different publishing companies for different reasons. And this one, I've got a stack of my Bright Colors publication. Do I have the small version? No, I don't have the small version. Well, on MagCloud, I do staple binded pamphlet style. And then I also do the larger magazine that has, I forget what kind of binding this is, but it's got, the spine binding with the words on the side. Hey, Levon. Now, I am working so hard on websites because everybody wants their website done before the new year, right? And so in between that, I'm working on my print projects and I'm trying to get them on Amazon. So I'm testing out Amazon Digital Publishing. Do you increase your price on digital products to include the workbook? Do I increase the price to include the workbook? That's a good question. I'm going to say you can. You don't necessarily have to. So for example, that's a great question, Sheila. So example, for Firestart Your Year. So firestartyouryear.com. That's where you guys can sign up for my virtual and my North Carolina event, right? This is 132 pages. This is the Fire Start Your Year Planner to kick off your year with a 12-month plan. This is $37 right now, and it's absolutely free when you sign up for the virtual conference. And I didn't bump up the price. The virtual conference is $97. The virtual conference has bonuses in there. It's got this, the digital version. It's got the mastermind that I did last year. That was $97. That's in there. It's got the Success Mapped Intensive. That was $47. So it's got probably about $200 worth of bonuses, but I didn't bump up the price. I include them in there as bonuses because they're relevant. I want people to be able to start digging into the training before we do the actual event in January. And that's how I work my bonuses. I mean, you can increase the price if you add them in there. If you want to do it as a bundle, then you would say, okay, well, I've got this, and this, and it's a bundle. In my case, I use them as a bonus, so I don't increase the price. So if you're going to do it as a bundle, yes. If you're going to do it as a bonus, no. Hopefully that makes sense, right? So when do you increase the price? When you add things into your digital products, when you do it as a bundle versus a bonus. Hopefully that helps. So I love these. These are, I think these are 40 pages. These are the Kids Magazine. This is the first issue, bright colors. And this is a 40-pager. Now, normally I do them on MagCloud, but I want people to be able to buy them on Amazon, both Kindle and regular Amazon. So I use KDP Publishing, and then I ordered a few copies so that I can have them on hand when I go to events. So it's really, really, and this one, where did I print this one? Now, I think this one is a little bit glossier from Amazon, but this one is, I think I got these from Lulu. I'm going to open up my Lulu box in a minute. So, Kindle Publishing, that's one company that I use. MagCloud, that's another company that I use. And another one is, oh my God, there are books everywhere. Another one is Lulu.com. I've been using Lulu for well over 10 years now. When I started self-publishing, it was one of the first companies that I used. Here's my Lulu box. Amazon is the only one that they have like their logo on the box. Everybody else is just like, here's the box. So this is my new baby. This is my new baby. One of the things that I wanted to do this year was I wanted to work on my brand photos. So I had a photo shoot, and I got some beautiful pictures done. This is one of them. This is my new book, Online Marketing Made Easy. And what's the other thing that I wanted to say to you? And these I got printed on Lulu.com. I'm also working on getting them on Amazon because obviously I want my content there as well. It's just, this is a process because every platform is a little bit different. This is 6x9, okay? Let me put them together so you can see the difference. This is This is 5 by 8.5, and this is 6 by 9. So it's slightly bigger than this one, right? Different publishing companies have different sizing, have different formatting requests. So, and I'm trying to do this in between working on projects for my clients. I have a lot of clients. So, as if you're a service professional, it's kind of challenging to find the time to work on your stuff and then everybody else's stuff. And then folks be like, how come I don't see you on live stream? Because I'm working. Sheila says, beautiful. Love the glossy look. Thank you so much, my dear. And I'm talking about different things that you can do and how you can profit from print. If you are, anybody here a speaker? Now, I don't consider myself to be a professional speaker because even though I do speak, I don't do that as a core profession. I'm a web designer and my butt is in my couch and I do a lot of stuff virtually from at home. But when I do go to events, it's really important that I go with products because I want to make sure that if there are things that people want from me, they can get them while I'm there. So when I went to Virginia. My topic was online marketing made easy. So I did my speech, I did my session, I taught them smart strategies on online marketing. And guess what? I brought the book of the same name. So literally there was a line outside the door of ladies like, I need the book now. So they purchased the book, but guess what? I have a bundle over at sistersense.com/OMME, which stands for Online Marketing Made Easy. That bundle is, well, here's the deal. The bundle altogether is $300, and I periodically do promotions where you can get the whole bundle for $97, depending upon the time of the year. So it's a new promotion, so it's $97. It's retailing at $300 because there's so many different trainings in there. Inside of Online Marketing Made Easy, I share different ways that you can market your business, whether it be audio marketing or blog marketing or tackling the resistance, which is a really, really good section. And I'm just really happy. I'm just really happy with the publications I've been working on. I'm going to share different types, but this is one of them. Now, this is an important conversation because you guys want to create digital content. A lot of you follow me because you're looking to produce digital material. But of course, when you go to events, you want to make sure that you've got physical stuff too. So leveraging a book, writing a book, so important. And I want to make sure that I can share those strategies with you, whether you decide to use one of my templates or you decide to create your own template. It's up to you, right? How much for the new book? The new book is not available on Amazon yet, but it's coming. These were $15 at the event. I like to drop the price when I go to events so that it's convenient for my clients. I sold these for $15 and I sold the small ones for $10. So what's the difference between this one and this one? Obviously one, the size. But this one has 2 extra bonus sections that are not in this one. I always try to come with different products at different price points so that I can work with people at different budgets. That's really, really important to me. Now, I talked to you about the fact that, number one, my topic was called Online Marketing Made Easy. My book is called Online Marketing Made Easy. My course is called Online Marketing Made Easy. That's not a coincidence. That's strategic. That's intentional. So that when people are like, listen, I love, like people were in the bathroom and they were like, oh my God, I loved your session today. It was so good. When people love the session, they get excited about buying the product of the same name, right? And keep in mind, my training, I said to you, the Online Marketing Made Easy, the marketing bundle is $300. I didn't want to go to an event and say, hey, go and buy my course trainings for $300. So I gave them the opportunity to get it for $97. Now, there are people who come to me and go, well, I didn't really plan to buy something from you today for $97. So they can walk away with the book for either $10 or $15, or they can walk away with the whole course, right? And for me, my goal is always 10-10. And when I say 10-10, I mean being in a space where if I have a product that's 97, let's call it 100, 10 people buy it 97, that's $1,000, right? For me, it's all about, okay, well, how can I make a couple of 4 figures in a short period of time? And I have different products at different price points, right? So let me show you, okay, because literally I have not unpacked my bag from last week. I came home, I took a nap for like a day. I was like, I need a nap. And then I went back to work for my clients, my lovely clients. So here, by the way, for those of you guys who missed the first part I talked about beefing up your branding, and I shared different examples of brand products you can create. This was gifted to me by Charvette. She gave her VIPs and also her speakers this beautiful bag here. Can't even fit in the screen, it's so big. And they're all branded with her brand logo of Mitchell Productions web design, which is pretty awesome. So as soon as I got my bag at the event, I was like, bloop. I put all my stuff in there. So in addition to the books, I sold quite a few books at the event. I also came with one of my personal signature branded items, which is this bling right here. And also my tripods. Now, normally I will have bigger, like these Jumpstart Your Bundle bags that I bring to my events, but it wasn't my event, so I was trying to travel light. Of course, I love these little bags because they are purple, so they're brand specific. And ladies love gifts. Guys love gifts too. We love toys. We love gifts, right? So I said, listen, for the ladies who came to my table and they were like, oh my gosh, what's that? As I was speaking, I was holding this and people were like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. What's that? I literally had one of the ladies, she came up to me and she said, I'm so glad you're at this event because every time I see you online with those bling drives, I'm like, one day I'm going to get my bling drive. And I'm so glad you're here. She's like, you got the bling drive, right? I was like, of course I have the bling drive. So this is basically it right here. It's a flash drive. It's so shiny and nice. Normally I'll have it like a necklace, and then I also have it this way to kind of hold it as well. I love these. And I give these away when people sign up to my stuff. So talking about bundles and bonuses before. So the Online Marketing Made Easy bundle, right? I sold that for $97. And I said, listen, you get your bundle today. You're going to get 2 gifts from me. Number 1, everything you need is on this flash drive. So you're going to get the bling for free. And ladies were like, I just want the bling. I love it. And then I gave away these, which are one of my favorite things in the world. This is a mobile device holder. And so you put it on your tripod, right? And then you put your device in it. You put your phone in here, and then you just lift up, right? And sometimes people go, well, how do I do it the other way? Well, you turn it. You put it on your tripod. You turn the tripod so that you can either have your phone this way or that way, right? And it goes pretty big. So I know some devices are pretty wide. I have an iPhone 7. And it fits in here really nicely. Sometimes I'll give these away with tripods, mini tripods. You got to think, one of my favorite experiences growing up, well, it didn't used to be that favorite for me. When I was a kid, I used to go to my mom's favorite store, which is Macy's. She could not go through Macy's without walking through the makeup jewelry section, and every perfume, every makeup kit had a free bag, a free tote, a free something. And she was like, I don't know what this thing is. I don't even know how this perfume smells, but I want that freebie bag. You know, she used to love the Polo bags and the Ralph Lauren bags. That was her thing. Of course, as a kid, I was like, listen, I want to get out of here. I want to get something to eat and I want to go home. Now I torture my kid when I go to Macy's because he's like, Mom, how long are we going to be in here? And I'm going through the aisles like my mama used to do. But free with purchase, it's one of those age-old strategies, and it just works, right? I need the pamphlet too. Okay. Well, they're going to be online very soon. I do have a few that I need to ship out, and you can email me, sistersdance@gmail.com. I normally don't say that. Normally, they're already up there. What's up there is the planner. You can get your planner, the print version, at firestartyouryear.com. These other print products I'm working on right now so that I can put them on Amazon as well as also have them in the Sister Sense shop. I do have a few that I'm using at live events, but I might be able to talk to you and get your shipping information and give you the payment page so you can order one, and I'll ship it out to you if you want one of those, Essie. So beefing up your branding, kind of trying to go back to that for 2 seconds. I had quite a few ladies who upgraded, and not only did they get the book, but they said, man, I want the training for $97. I want my bling drive. I want my bracket. And that is another way to consider, using branding, right? So in some cases, maybe you want to use branding to get people to upgrade. Or in other cases, maybe you want to use branding to show your appreciation. So I love that when I was at Charvette event, she showed her appreciation for her attendees and speakers by giving us these beautiful branded bags, right? So that's something else that you can consider. Now, I'm going to share, before I go back into the print products, because there's so much I want to talk to you guys about printing today, I'm going to share something else with you, okay? So I don't think she's here right now participating live, but I'm going to shout her out. One of my clients, Hope, has recently launched a Dash of Hope, which is her subscription box, which is so great. I remember when we did our clarity call sessions and she said, LaShanda, I have an idea. I want to do a subscription box. I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. I talked her through some things that she could do to start the process, budget-friendly solutions, and she implemented. I mean, I'm going to tell you, I love doing clarity calls with clients. I love sharing ideas, but I love when people implement, right? So I shared with you guys a little bit earlier on. This is implementation magic here. One of the ladies who participated in the live North Carolina workshop I did in Raleigh, we did ebooks, and she printed out her book. Dawn McCoy, so awesome, the creator of Flourish Leadership Group at flourishleadership.com, and she gifted me her book. She said, LaShanda, I'm so proud of what I did, and I wanted to share this with you. And we did a mini photo shoot when I was in VA with her. I'm just so proud of her. I'm super proud to share a dash of hope from Dawn with you guys. I did an unboxing video of a dash of hope because I want to support Dawn, and I want to make sure that you guys can see the awesomeness that is her new subscription box. It's so beautiful. She's got so many things in here. And some of it is hidden. I did my unboxing video already. That'll be on YouTube probably this weekend. There is a sugar scrub in here. We've got lip balm. I love the sugar scrub. It kind of smells like lemon pound cake to me. I was like, it really does. I really am all up in my feelings, like I want to eat this damn thing. But it's so cute. It's got this little spoon. I love how she thoughtfully put this together. And some of you guys are trying to think about how to beef up your branding. Making a subscription box is definitely something that you can do. And what I did with Dawn is I talked to her about revenue budget-friendly solutions to get started, and she just knocked it out of the park. I love the personalization. Her name is Hope. It's called A Dash of Hope. She has a Hope card boxes in here. And finding things that either have, remember I talked about this earlier when I talked about beefing up your brand, either finding things that you can put your logo on it and pay for that, or you can brand it yourself. She's got her branded labels on here. Where's one of them? She's got her branded labeling. She's got, and I've been talking to you guys about getting your stickers from Sticker Mule. Did you guys get your credit? If you go to sistasense.com/SM10, you can get your Sticker Mule credit from me. And she's got her Dash of Hope sticker in here. I mean, there's so many budget-friendly ways that you can make your own subscription box and make it your own. Yes. The subscription box, sorry, Adonia. The subscription box is from Hope. And Dawn is the one who created the ebook print book from the live workshop that we did here in North Carolina. I know, right? Autocorrect is killing you right now. But it's all good. I appreciate you guys writing in there. These I really like. So when it comes to budget-friendly content, thinking about things that you can purchase that has your word, your theme, your vibe on it. I talked about Charvette and her Hey Girl Hey, and she found some products that had her branding term Hey Girl Hey on it. Hope was able to find these really thoughtful pop-up boxes, pop-up cards. I love these. I might give a few of these away. There are 30 of them in here. On the back, you can write, it says stay strong. I don't know how well you can see that because the ring light is for real. But these are pop-out. You pop them open and then you read what's inside. This one says, leap and the net will appear. So these are just really cute motivational cards. When you feel like you kind of need a little bit of motivation, you can pop open one of these for yourself. Or, if you're sitting with one of your friends and you kind of want to cheer them up, you can give them one as well. I really like these. I'm going to open another one. I said I wasn't going to, but I like these. So they are like this. Again, it's got the wording on the back, and then you pop it open so that you can read what's inside. There is not enough darkness in all the world to put out the light of even one small candle. I like that. There's not enough darkness in all the world to put out the light of even one small candle. All you need is a spark. All you need is a little bit of hope, a little bit of light inside of you. And even the darkest, lowest vibration cannot stop you from rising to the top with the smallest of light. I love this. I love these. So, Hope's website this is a Dash of Hope box. You can Google it. But of course, let you know what her website URL is. Her website is, and she's got this awesome, thoughtful message in here, hopefaithinspire.com. So I'm truly, truly proud of Hope. When we started working together at the beginning of the year, let me be clear. She was like, LaShanda, I need to monetize. I have nothing. So the fact that she's ending the year having launched her subscription box, getting ready because she's working on the next one, I'm just super proud of her. If you guys want to get it, again, you've got the website, hopefaithinspire.com. I don't know how many of these she has left because she's working on the next one, but it's pretty awesome. And also, it's just a dose of inspiration for those of you looking to figure out how you can beef up your branding. And we talked about, because there were some things that she wanted to do that were really not cost effective. And I was like, okay, well, this is how you can make a decent profit starting out, branding it, making it your own. And she made it happen, right? With the Hope Box. If you want to schedule a clarity call to talk to me about any monetization projects you want to work on, feel free to go to callme.sistasense.com to schedule a 30, 60-minute, or 3-hour session. If it's our first call, I'm going to be honest with you, an hour is a way to go just because we need a good hour to kind of dig into what you're working on. But I'm super proud of Hope because she took that clarity call. We did 2 of them. She ran with it. She made her box. And within 30 days, she was off to the races. So, okay, first and foremost, again, I know Eva was like, I'm sharing with somebody because somebody needs to hear this right now. We're talking about today in this webcast 3 things. Number 1, how to beef up your branding. If you missed any of what I talked about before, catch it on the replay side. Smart things that you can do to really, especially going into the new year, create some branded products for yourself. Number 2, how to profit from print. I'm sharing different types of products that you can produce via self-publishing. And I've shared so far 3 self-publishing companies that I love. Lulu.com, Lulu.com. The Kindle Publishing from Amazon, KDP Publishing, and MagCloud. Those are 3 of my personal favorites, right? Hope says, OMG, thank you, LaShanda. Oh my God, Hope is on. You saw? I already got your unboxing video done, Hope. It's going to be on YouTube, hopefully, if not today, tomorrow. So that's already done and ready. But today we're talking about the branding, and I just wanted to, okay, so I know you're going to tear up. Right? So I have to bring it back. It's so awesome to have you here on Hope. I didn't know if you were going to be able to catch me live, but I shared with the ladies. Can I just say, first of all, let me tell you, okay? I have been obsessed with this chocolate. It's like chocolate and mint. And so my kid is like, ew, mommy, that's gross. And I'm like, this is life right here. You guys ever get those chocolates when you go to hotels and it's got chocolate and mint? Does anybody like those, or are you like you? You're like, yay or nay? Well, I love them, right? And so I get my Hope box, my Dash of Hope box, and there's a Starbucks hot cocoa peppermint. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait. Especially this time of year. One of the things that I gift people this time of year is hot chocolate. I'm just like, here, do you just need like a container of hot chocolate? Because it is life this time of year in the winter. So I appreciate all the thoughtful goodies that really went into this. My unboxing video is going to be on YouTube within the next day or 2, guys. So you can definitely watch that. All the natural goods shea butter, coconut oil. She's got some good stuff in here. And it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. There's a journal in here as well, but I'm not going to go all the way down into this. It's a little box, but it's got a lot of good stuff in here. So I'm not going all the way back down in this box. You got to watch the unboxing video, for more details about that. Now, on the topic of unboxing, I will say this. So while I was in VA and I was doing my session on Online Marketing Made Easy, the new book. One of the things I talked about is smart ways to market your business, right? You guys know what unboxings are, right? You literally are opening up the box, as I'm doing today with all of these boxes that I've got here, right? And where's the Amazon box? I just opened up. I know my hubby's going to come in here and he's going to be like, what did you do to the office? You're getting stuff, right? Open them up. People make thousands of dollars online unboxing, showing people what they get, and then promoting affiliate offers, right? I'm not an affiliate of A Dash of Hope, but eventually I will be. I can just say as a customer, it's pretty doggone awesome, right? But listen, if you're going to do unboxing for other people, hello, you might as well do some unboxing for yourself. So take your boxes of the stuff that you've purchased for your products and services and do videos where you're opening them up and you're showing your good to people in your circle, right? So think about that. I'm literally doing an unboxing right now, and I had a few people say, oh my God, I love the cover. It's glossy. How can I get the book? This is unboxing. This is how marketing works. It doesn't have to be hard. You can literally open up your stuff, show people on video what it is, and have them get excited about it, right? So thinking about unboxing and using that marketing strategy going into the new year, that might be something you want to consider. Like I said, my Online Marketing Made Easy series, really I'm talking about strategies that some of them are no-brainer that you probably can do, but you have never thought about doing, right? So you want to be able to have somebody like myself who's qualified, who's been doing this for a very long time, show you how to make that happen. So, okay, I've been so far talking about beefing up your branding, but then I said, okay, I'm going to talk to you guys about self-publishing, right? Woo! So we talked about even, not even doing like hardcore self-publishing, but, getting branded products like your own journals. This is the notebooks that Charvette created for her event. This is my heart right here. So this is my new planner, and you can get the new Fire Start Your Year planner. It's 132 pages. It's thick. It's thick. We're going to go through the planner today, by the way. We're going to do some pages in the planner today. How to fire start your year, Sister Sense style. Oh, let me say this, okay? I do have a 12 days of fire and focus because it's the holidays. Y'all know 12 days of Christmas, right? I do 12 days of fire and focus. Write this down. 12FF. Somebody put it in the URL, please. sistersense.com/1, 2FF for fire and focus. So if you go to sistersense.com/1, 2FF, you can sign up for the 12 days of fire and focus challenge. It's absolutely free. Every day I'm going to share with you a smart thing that you can do to fire start your year, literally taking pages out of the Fire Start Your Year planner. So you can sign up for that. It is a 12-day experience. It's going to start this coming week. Sign up now so that you can get the first email tomorrow. Again, go to sistersense.com/1, 2FF to sign up for 12 days of fire and focus. Okay. So thinking about not just beefing up your brand, but easy, smart marketing. There are different things that you can do to really take people inside of your stuff and get them excited, right? So I talked to you guys about unboxing, the 12 days of fire and focus experience. That's another great thing too. Creating challenges that you can connect to your offer. Literally going out and speaking. That's a smart thing as well. Being in a space where you can get in front of people who want your stuff. That's another way you can market. There are tons of different things that you can do, but that's for a whole other conversation. I just kind of wanted to get into your ear to get you excited and thinking about what you're doing right now and what you plan to do in the new year to really strategically market your business. Okay. So, now I've been sharing with you guys, number one, the new book. I think this is 100 pages, somewhere around there, or a little under 100 pages. No. This one is not 100. This one is 65 pages. But it's an easy read. It's an info-packed read. And I wanted to create something that was a little bit beefier than in the last couple of years, I have not been self-publishing like I would like to because I get really busy. So I was focused on creating smaller 20 page booklet style publications. That was number one. And I was also focused on creating the magazines, because with the magazines, I could just write articles, and putting together the magazine was easier than writing a whole full-fledged book. Now I'm going into these journal style ones that are under 100 pages. This was actually not a hard write. I think it took me maybe 2 days to write this. This was not a hard write. I'm going to tell you, all the publications that you see here, normally it takes me about a few hours or 2 to 3 days to put my content together, because it's a lot of stuff in here and I like to write. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I develop templates. So whether it be these publications or the magazine, I told you I have a magazine template. So once I have the template, and by the way, my magazine template is available in my shop over at Sister Sense, then I change the colors, I change the articles, I put in the new photos, and bam, the magazine is done. So one of the ways I'm able to quickly produce content is by using templates. And when I felt like I didn't have the time to write a book, it was easier for me to focus on the articles. Now, for my magazine, Sister Sense in print, is it in here? Oh yeah, okay. So here's my magazine. Another thing that I did to quickly produce these is I focused on content that I already wrote. So I pulled out articles that I had in my blogs already. I pulled out really great material, and then I just popped it in here. Now, some of the content I had to write from scratch, but other pieces I already wrote because they were already on my blog. And then other articles I got from contributors, right? So, there are ways for you to produce and profit from creating content without feeling like it's going to take you a very long time. This is 20 pages. The booklet, I've got like a ton of stuff on my lap right now. This is 20 pages right here. This I think is 29, 30 pages. This is 30 pages. This is my bright colors one for entrepreneurs. These don't have to be terribly long. They do have to be quality content, right? It's about the quality, right? For me. And this one is under 100 pages. It's 65 pages. Now, another thing that I talked about as far as quickly creating print products is templates. So, when you go to sistersense.com/DCCW, I had to think about it. Digital Content Creation Webinar, DCCW. That one is a training on how to create digital content, easy ebooks and e-courses. That's that training. Dawn created this 20-page. Now, here's the deal. This one we did over the course of the weekend. It was really easy to produce. Here's the picture of Dawn. Some of the ladies upgraded because not only did they get the template, but they said, LaShanda, I want you to make it really pretty for me. So Dawn was one of the ladies who upgraded. She got the template, and then she had me customize the template a little bit further so I could put her photo in there, put some stock photos in there, and really make it her own, right? Add her logo for her. So outside of having the template, she put the stuff in there, and then we kind of did a little bit more to it. But she did the majority of the work. I mean, basically, I've already mapped out the worksheets, and then she just went into the worksheets and changed out the questions and put in the questions that were for her target audience. So printing worksheets that people can use. I've been doing worksheets for maybe 3 or 4 years now. And then making workbooks out of my worksheets. These are all 8.5 by 11. Every single template that I have is basically an example of what I've done here. This is my simple sales challenge. Now, again, I tell you guys, I'm really busy. Anybody find that they're really busy and they don't have time to do stuff? That's me. So I made the Simplify, Serve, and Sell challenge. I made this challenge about 2 years ago. I didn't have time to make a book for it, So I said, okay, I'm going to do audio. I did an audio digital training. Then I sat down and I just took the meaty parts of the audio and turned it into this workbook. So Simplify, Serve, and Sell, there are 6 EACs to sales. I took my 6 EACs, I wrote them down and I put them in the book. And then I asked questions of the people listening to the audio, and then I gave them space to fill out the questions in the workbook. The workbook didn't take me a long time to create, but I created it after I did the audio series because I wanted to launch and I wanted people to start working through the process. So I launched the challenge, I launched the audios, I started getting customers, and then I want to say maybe 2 to 3 months later, I created the workbook. So think about for yourself what kind of printed publications you want to potentially profit from. Could be that you want to create workbooks. Maybe you want to create your own magazine. Again, I have the 8.5 by 11 size magazine, but then I also have the smaller size, the kids magazine, which is 5.5 by 8.5. So it's significantly smaller. Hint, hint, the smaller one, I kind of like because it's easier to put together. They're both easy. I mean, it's just smaller, so it requires less words. But that's something else that you can do too. Now, I'm going to pause for a second, y'all. I feel like I'm running a marathon, and that's to say that I'm out of shape, okay? Because I'm talking to you and I'm talking a lot. I feel like I'm running a marathon, so I need to drink some water. Feel free to share this out with folks that need to hear it. Also, feel free to drop into the comment box. Going into the new year, what are some print or brand products that you would like to create? Okay, so give me some ideas, think about it, drop those into the comment box. And if I have any resources or recommendations, templates, tools that might be relevant to you, I will try my best to come back in here and share those. Hello, Shanita. Hello, Hope. Thank you so much for dropping that into the comment box, my dear. Yes, if you're interested in the digital content creation webinar, the replays include that template. The template that I'm talking about is the one to create your own easy ebook sharing 21 ways to ... fill in the blank. You will fill in the blank of the 21 ways that you want to share, but that is inside of the digital content creation webinar at sistersense.com/DCCW. I did say I was going to stop talking. Didn't I? I know I said I did. Oh my goodness. Year resolution. Go back on the damn treadmill. I feel like I'm running a marathon right now. Now, remember, guys, it's all about really thinking about some smart things that you can do to market your business, especially during this time of year. I always like to come up with some variation of the 12 days of Christmas. One year I did 12 days of faves. I like to do 12 days of deals. This year I'm doing 12 days of fire and focus. That challenge is absolutely free and it starts tomorrow. You can sign up at sistersense.com/12FF. 12 stands for 12, FF, fire and focus. So sistersense.com/12FF. That's going to get you inside of the 12 days of fire and focus challenge so that for 12 days, I can share with you some smart things you can do to fire start the year Sister Sense style. So make sure that you sign up for that. But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not just telling you that because I feel like you're going to get some great information from that training. I'm also telling you that because inside of today's web class, hopefully you've been able to glean from me a few smart marketing strategies that you can try, whether it be creating books that you can leverage and sell not only your book, but actually sell your courses, number one. Number two, creating videos or unboxing experiences for clients. Number three, being in a space where you can really dig in by even creating some sort of holiday 12-day experience. That's something that I've been talking about with the ladies inside of my mastermind, hint, hint, for those of you in the mastermind. But I wanted to share, kind of drop that with you guys. For those of you watching me right now, that's something that you can do, a 12-day promotion, because it's 12 days of Christmas. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to drop it, leave it right there, and then you can think about it. Okay. Okay. Now, I've shared with you guys workbooks and magazines. One of my soon-to-be released series is this right here. This is my heart right here. One of the things I said I wanted to do this year was transition from just doing the Sister Sense imprint magazine that I self-publish on MagCloud and going back to books. I haven't done books, like really real books, in years, like for real. So, starting with the ladies, some of the ladies anyway, who've contributed, as far as my Back to Business virtual conference, my Power Circle experts, I have created these literary journal experience. It's called Sister Sense in Print. It's a success series for women entrepreneurs. These are the first two in the series. So what does this mean? This is a book collaboration, meaning pieces from other contributors, right? Kind of like an anthology, but this is a literary journal because I'm doing it as a series. And I don't want to do like really big anthology books. I want these to be really meaty and bite-sized. So this one right here, there's my Sister Sense Print SSS. I can't do it. My Sister Sense Imprint logo for the Success series. This one is on success and self-confidence. A lot of women want to create amazing, but they struggle with, anybody struggle with confidence? So I've gotten some beautiful pieces from quite a few of the ladies in my circle. This one is on It Takes Confidence to Break the Glass Ceiling. The creator is Carol Sankar, the creator of The Confidence Factor. Here's another great one. As I'm going through the pages here. Why don't I just go to table of contents? Duh. Want success? Get ready to break some rules. That was from Dr. Venus Opal Reese. 10 tips to build your self-confidence so you can manifest your ideal client from Pam Perry. There's just some great contributors in here. So I wanted to create a space where I could share some of the pieces from the experts in my circle, but I wanted to create an experience where I could have writers collaborate with me. So this one, okay, so I'm gonna slow it down so I can show you the covers. This one is Success and Self-Confidence. And this one is Joy, Hope, Happiness, Healing, and Love. Not only do we need to talk about confidence, we also need to talk about self-care and being in a space where a lot of us are entrepreneurs and we go into entrepreneurship to give and to help others because helping heals some of the things that we've been through. Am I right? Just being honest. And there are a lot of us out there that need hope, that need happiness, that need love, that need somebody to pour into us. So I'm really excited about this one. This is not the final. This is kind of like, I want to show you what's coming. There are a few more contributors here. And I'm going to share a few of the contributors that are inside of this one. Black Girl Bliss. That's a beautiful piece from one of my mentees, June Allen. She's in here with her feature on Black Girl Bliss. Lavon, are you here, my dear? Lavon Weaver, her piece is on starting the day off right from A to Z. Today, I just want to understand the first step, ask for help. It's so important to ask for help to start the process. Kim Coles, my favorite, woo, 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 Kim Coles, understanding self-love. There are just so many beautiful pieces in here. And I have a section that's just about the contributors. Hey, Lavon, you're here. You're in here. Yay! It's coming. It's coming. I've been quietly working on these publications. They're going to be available in the Sister Sense shop very soon, as well as on Amazon. But like I tell you, it's the end of the year, and I've got to focus on my web clients. So I'm working on their websites, and in between, I'm squeezing in time to work on these publications. The first 5 of the Success series, this is a literary journal that I am releasing. At the look of things, they're probably going to come out in January. My goal was to have them out this month, but it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. There's a beautiful piece in here from Quanisha Smith, for Colored Girls, Breaking the Silence. Yeah, that one's deep. It's a beautiful piece. I want you to be able to really dig in. But I'm sharing these with you because it's a different kind of publication, right? So This one right here is all me. It's me on the cover, right? And all the content here is what I've personally written and wanted to share on online marketing. But not only is this completely written by me, it's under 100 pages. So you can produce your own smaller books without feeling like, oh my God, I've got to take like, a year or two to get this book together and I have to spend all this money. I used one of my personal Microsoft Word templates that I created. I created my book. I printed it on lulu.com. There you go, right? And then I'm also going to have these on Amazon as well. So Amazon.com, lulu.com, madcloud.com. And I also said I made this book because I have the course. So I have not the course, but Online Marketing Made Easy is a bundle of different courses that I've created on blogging and email marketing and all of these other trainings. I created the book, so that book, I can talk about that, and then if people want it, they can go and get the course. So some of you guys are trying to figure out, well, how can I market my course, How can I get people to buy this product that's $100, that's $200, that's $300? You can start by creating LPPs, low price point offers, and creating a book that is related to and connected to the course was just a great example of that. Outside of creating magazines, which I talked to you guys about as well, I do have different content pieces that I create, and this is my magazine for kids. Outside of creating magazines, you can also do anthologies or have contributors submit pieces. I do have ladies some of you have sent me your contributions because you want to be inside of one of these. Over at sistersense.com/writing-projects, you can learn more about how to be a contributor in one of my publications. Hey, Jamie, welcome. And that's something that I'm working on as well. You can consider that going into the new year. You don't have to, number one, write really big books. You can do 20 pages, 30 pages, things that are under 100 pages. And then number two, you don't have to write it alone. You can be the main writer and then have other contributors included in the experience. Okay. So hopefully that has given you some ideas as far as things that you can do. I lay these on the floor and just, how you can roll around in your money. Like right now, I just roll around in my books. This has just really been I know some of these are not available to you just yet in my store. They're coming in the next few weeks. But you think you have things on your heart that you're trying to get done and you're trying to work on your main business, your 9 to 5, and you're trying to do stuff for other people. But when you can get your stuff done, it's just nothing like it. So this was really something that I wanted to complete and commit to, like these right here. This is the first issue of Bright Parents. There's the Bright, hold on. Let me go backwards. There is the Bright Colors magazine for kids. There is the Bright Parents magazine for the parents. This is the first issue. And then there's the Bright Kidpreneur, where I talk about entrepreneurship for kids. I've been working hard, y'all. I've been working so hard. And I just kind of lay these on the floor and roll in them. Just I love these. So many wonderful ways you can profit from print. Hopefully I've been able to give you a few ideas, okay? So we've got your magazines, we've got your anthologies, literary journals, your workbooks, your, smaller than 100 plus pages books. Those are a few things to consider. One of my last shares that I'm going to talk to you today about is inside of, I lost it. I know it's here. Prin, did you eat it? There it goes. Is planner. There's so many ladies in my circle who have been like, LaShanda, I need to make a planner. I've got to make a planner. So I plan to, make a planner template at some point. I'm going to be honest with you. My planner is built on a lot of the worksheets. I have worksheet templates over at sistersense.com/templates. Simple, right? Ton of different templates that you can just purchase and download from me. One of them is worksheets. And a lot of the worksheet templates I used for my planner. So Firestart Your Year, it's pretty beefy. It's 132 pages. And I created this to complement the training that I do every single year in January. So every year I create a training. I have a virtual workshop and also a North Carolina workshop. All the details for that are over at firestartyouryear.com. So make sure you register for the virtual one, or if you want to come out and hang out with me here in Greenville, North Carolina, I've already reserved a beautiful suite at the Hilton it's just a small group of women. So literally you can feel like you're working with me one-on-one. We're going to do some fun things. We're going to work on content. We're going to work on mapping out your master plan for the year. And we're also going to dig into this bad boy right here, the Fire Start Your Year Planner. Now, you can get the physical version or the digital version at firestartyouryear.com. And because it's the holidays, I've reduced the physical. I think there's a 10% discount on the physical version because it's the holidays. Now, coming up with your own planner, that's a whole other story, but it's definitely another way you can profit from prints. Tony, hey Tony, how are you, my dear? When are the dates? Good question. So the virtual workshop is Saturday, January 5th. I had to think about that for a second. The virtual workshop, it's a 3 to 4 hour intensive. If you can't make it on Saturday, no worries, because you get access to the live and the replay. And then the 3-day that I'm doing here in North Carolina is MLK weekend, which is always for me the best time to do that. I believe in being in a space where you really work on not just living a space where you're living day to day, but living in a space where you're creating your own new normal, right? Don't dream your life, live your dreams. So I love to do it MLK weekend. And that I believe is the 18th, 19th, 20th, somewhere around there. We're going to be at the Hilton, and it's going to be awesome. So it's invite only. If you guys want information, you can email sistersense@gmail.com. So I can talk to you a little bit more about what it is, make sure it's a good fit, and then you can hang out with me and a few other ladies. So now that we've talked about some smart things that you guys can do to beef up your branding, number 1, and number 2, to profit from print, now I'm going to talk about some things you can do to fire start your year with clarity, confidence, strategy, and intention. So firestartyouryear.com, that is the main website. Write that down somewhere. Firestartyouryear.com, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, I also have a challenge for you, which you can sign up to. 12 days of fire and focus. I'm taking you inside of the planner for 12 days, sharing some strategies that can help you get started. You can sign up for the challenge at sistersense.com/12FF, which stands for 12 fire focus, okay? 12FF. So write that down. Okay, so one of the things that I talk about in the planner, and I'm going to go to that page. Last year reflection is really good. Before we even dig into the new year, we take a look at some of the things that you've done this year and reflect on that. So that's important. Awesome, Tony. No problem. Tony, so awesome to see you. I got the opportunity to see Tony when I went to Virginia. And she said, LaShanda, I want my bling drive. So I had the bling drives there, and we were talking about the blog marketing challenge, the upgraded challenge, Tony. There's a 5-day blogging challenge in there. I don't know if you got to dig into Marketing Made Easy yet, but when you look in the PDF, you'll see that all the trainings are in there. One of the first ones is the 5-day blogging challenge, which is not the 10-day, because I said, you said to me, LaShanda, I need another 10-day challenge. The 5-day challenge is in there, but I'm going to launch another 10-day challenge, at some point early in the new year, just because you wanted it, okay? Just for you. So literally taking a few pages out of this book today, I'm going to share some of the things that I want you to consider as far as fire starting your year. This page is called Year-to-Year Connection. Year-to-year connection, right? And what does that mean? This for me is all about connecting the current year to the new year, connecting your old year to the new one so that you can see synergy, okay? Now, on year-to-year connection, it says as follows: make note of projects you want to continue or finally start in the new year. So we're going to do a little bit of this good right now, if that's okay with you guys, right? This is a reflection moment, and I want you to be able to think about either projects that you started this year and you want to continue them, or projects that you had the intention of starting this year and it didn't happen, and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to finally start next year. Year-to-year connection. Let's connect the two so that you can maintain your momentum. So I said to you guys, let me lift up my hefty stack. I said to you guys, I have over the years been working on publishing so many beautiful things. And one of the things that I kept saying to myself is I need to get more of my content on Amazon. I've started the process. Some of my stuff is on Amazon, but not all of it. It's a process. Partially because I'm so busy with my web client work, and partially because every self-publishing platform has their own nuances as far as formatting. So literally, I have to create the Lulu version, the MagCloud version, the Amazon version, the Kindle version, the print version, the digital, and it takes a while. So, getting all of these onto Amazon is definitely something that I want to do, and I'm going to continue working on this going from this year into the new one. So I want you to be able to identify some of those projects that you say, man, I really want to dig in and dig deep, continuing that going in from this year to the next one. One of my projects that I launched this year was called Engage. Love Engage. The whole concept of Engage is me creating templates and also creating trainings around how you can put your engagement as far as your social media content on autopilot. I did a few engagement trainings this year, and I'm going to continue the Engage experience next year. I have something called Engage 24/7. Some of you guys registered for it this year. It launches in January, and every single month for a 12-month, it's a 12-month program. I send you templates and tips around social media engagement, and it starts in January. So those are some of the things that me personally, I've started this year, and I'm working to continue those things next year. I want you to be able to identify some of those things for you. Now, it doesn't just stop at things that you started. It could be things that you had the best of intentions to start, but you just did not get to it, and you want to be able to get to that next year. Okay, so that's the first part. Think about for yourself, and feel free to drop into the comment box if there are any things in particular that you started this year and you really want to dig deeper into going forward into the new year. Okay, feel free to drop those into the comment box. This is, again, me taking a few pages out of the Fire Start Your Year workbook. This is mine. And literally, I'm going to sit down with my hot chocolate and I'm going to dig in. In my own way, I've created all of these systems and experiences for myself. And every time I do a virtual workshop or a training, I basically share what I do in my business with you. So the Fire Start Your Year Planner is the new version of that. It's everything that I do to map out my year so I don't feel like a hot mess. Right? So I feel prepared, and I'm it's not necessarily that things go perfectly, because life isn't perfect, but here's the deal. With this, I believe you need to have something to tether yourself to. What does that mean? One of the things I shared with some ladies in my circle, and you maybe have heard me talk about this before, is when I started Columbia, I went to Columbia University. I have a degree in computer science. My first year, the first day when I got my course guide, I opened up my SpongeBob notebook at the time. I was like 17, so I still love cartoons, but SpongeBob was one of my favorites. And I wrote down my 4 years. Like, I mapped out all the different courses that I was going to take, and I kid you not, through, I ain't going to say what kind of boyfriend, through crazy boyfriend experiences, through friends earned and lost, through A grades, B grades, and God, please give me a C grade, I always went back to that planner and looked at my guide, because I basically mapped out the courses I was going to take for my 4 years, and that kept me sane. This is what I want for my ladies in my circle and my men in my circle, for people who follow me. I want you to be able to map out your marketing, sales, and monetization efforts. Get it out your head. Put it in something that you can go back to when you feel like, man, what exactly did I say I want to do? You can go back here and reconnect with your vision, reconnect with your agenda, and not feel so lost. Because sometimes, and you guys can be honest with me, if there are times that you feel lost or frustrated or, okay, so everybody's doing Black Friday. Why does everybody look like they got all they ish together and I'm over here feeling like a hot mess? I mean, I know that's not a feeling that only one or two people, I know a lot of people feel that way, right? And so these are things that I do naturally. I wanted to be able to put it in some form of a planner experience so that you could do these things too. So the first thing that I talked to you about was, I gave you the example of New Year connection, right? And I said, think about for yourself some things that you started this year that you want to bring into the new year, right? Another thing, here's another section here. This one is continuing the conversation on New Year connection. So on this page for New Year connection, it says, take the time to list the names and types of people you want to work with this year. The names and types of people that you want to work with this year. So every week I do clarity calls. And last week on one of my clarity calls, a young lady said to me, LaShanda, I need a VA like yesterday. Do you have any recommendations? And I was like, yeah, one of my clients, Karen, she's a VA. Her website is Momentum Virtual Assistants. I'm her web designer, by the way. But that's her VA company. So check in with her. You know, what kind of people do you want to work with? And what specific names can you think of, oh yeah, I want to work with this person coming up next year that you can recall, right? So I shared with you guys when I was talking about beefing up your branding, I shared with you guys a dash of hope. A dash of hope. And this is the new subscription box from one of my mentees, Hope, right? And I remember a few months ago when I had my Back to Business virtual conference, Hope had posted a comment. She's like, okay, first of all, I'm registered, but I'm telling you, I see myself as one of the speakers for Back to Business. I see it happening, right? You write it down. You know, they talk about, you know, the law of attraction, the secret. Who do you want to work with? What type of people? What are the names? What are the collaborations you want? This is the space for you to create that space, right? One of the things I talk about is how you set yourself up for success. You've got to create the space for the things that you want, right? So I just might have Hope come on in the next Back to Business virtual conference. And at that point, she'll be a year into having her subscription box. So she can talk about that experience, right? This year, I had the amazing opportunity to host not one, not two, but I did 3 Girl Boss virtual. I did the virtual and also the live Girl Boss weekend workshops. 2 live here in North Carolina and 1 virtual. And one of the ladies who participated was LaVon Weaver. I had the opportunity to build LaVon's website, livevibrantly.com. And LaVon was one of the speakers in the Joy Practice panel. I absolutely love Live Vibrantly. I love what LaVon is doing. I love her affirmation cards. I love her message. And so I said, okay, LaVon, I need you inside of Joy, right? Joy, happiness, healing, and love, right? Joy, hope, happiness, healing, and love. I know it's a mouthful, but I'm like, we need all of this, right? You know, so it evolved from just having Dawn as a web client and as an attendee to a conference to one of the speakers on my panel to one of the contributors in the Literary Journal Success Series for Women Entrepreneurs. You want to really think about and write down who you want to talk to, where you want to be. You know, I'll never forget one of the things that I loved about the Girl Boss Weekend Workshop, the last day when LaVon and I, we did a live stream. Now, first of all, she was like, LaShanda, this was my birthday gift. So coming out to your event was my birthday gift. And I was like, oh my God. And she was like, this is my first live stream. So this was just like all kind of good that weekend. And being in that kind of a space where and lots of ladies watched it. You can watch the replay either on here on Facebook or you can watch it on YouTube. And I think the title was something like, smart things that girl bosses do, because it was the Girl Boss weekend. It was just such a fun experience. So you want to really dig in and think about, and you guys can feel free to drop into the comment box if names or types of people are coming to mind. Maybe you want an event planner. Maybe you need a photographer. Write them down in the notebook. Write them down in your notebook. Write them down somewhere. Share. Maybe you say, man, you know what? I need a photographer. Who can I talk to? And somebody goes, I'm a photographer, right? Ask the universe and the universe will answer, right? One of my favorite quotes is get your ask in gear. Lavon says, what a blessing. Absolutely, my dear. Lavon is like one of my new business besties. One of my biggest projects to date that I've started this month was through Lavon. She recommended me to one of her friends who said, LaShanda, I know Lavon is amazing. So when she said, I need to work with you, I just know I need to work with you. That's just what I needed to do. Just a beautiful synergy. And I so appreciate you, my dear. I can't wait to see you again. And I can't wait for you to get your copy of this one right here with your beautiful piece in there. Because I wanted you to be able to continue to contribute, by the way. So get ready for some more good, okay? Inside of this one. And like I said, this is joy, hope, happiness, healing, and love. We're going to be working on that, and I'm going to be sharing that in more detail. Adonia says, I watched it and really enjoyed it. I was scared for her. Cameras aren't my friend. I know. You were a little bit scared for Lavon. She rocked it out. She was really, really good. And once we were at the Aloft Hotel. That's where I did my conference in, I think that one was in Chapel Hill. I did one in Raleigh, Durham, one in Chapel Hill. I can't remember which one. But anyway, I had the ring light. We were in the lounge and people were like, look at the tripod. Look at the ring light. And this one lady, she walks by and she's like, I think Kardashian uses that in her videos. And I was like, I know. Feeling like a pseudo celebrity, right? But that was just totally awesome. So when I think about this list right here, New Year connections, this is just a really powerful list. Thinking about who you want to work with, what you want to do. I shared with you here, for example, this publication. This is one of the new publications that I have, Online Marketing Made Easy. I remember when I said to you guys, kind of me being a little bit too into myself. I wanted to create a magazine and I wanted to put myself on the cover. So I did, Oprah style. If Oprah can do it, I can do it too. I don't have to wait until I'm sitting in the couch and talking to Oprah. I can have this already done. Bam, right? I wanted to start making books with my picture on the cover. And there is a young lady who I've been following for several years. And I wanted to work with her, right? So I had her in mind in my list of New Year connections, which is funny because she had me in mind as well when we had our consultation call for my brand photography session. By the way, I'm talking about Stacey Pierce Photography, and I have her listed on the, I don't know what page you call this page. I don't know. But the first page in the book here, I share that the cover photo was by Stacey Pierce Photography. I said, you know what? I've seen a few of my clients and mentees work with Stacey. I know Eva is here, Eva the Diva, and she had some beautiful photos done from Stacey as well. And I wanted to get some done too. So she was on my list, and she said, LaShanda, when we had our first call, she's like, kid you not, from the day I heard you speak at Paracon, I was like, first of all, I need to sit down and hear everything that she's saying. And she said, second of all, I had you on my vision board because I wanted to do a photo shoot with you. I wanted to just have you in front of my camera. I can't believe we're doing this. And so it was, it was that synergy. It just kind of worked. And some of you guys had the opportunity to watch the live photo reveal. And I cried because I'm a big baby when we did the photo reveal a few months ago. And I just jumped with it. I got my brand photos and I started using that content in different things. I used my brand photo from my Back to Business virtual conference, and now I'm integrating them into my new book series here. So you can, that's better because the ring, you can see the ring light is like all kind of glow up. And then there's a photo on the back, and I'm going to do maybe about 3 or 4 in this series with different covers, all from that photo shoot. So, this is not a small thing. This is 132 pages. So if you can imagine, there are so many powerful, practical things that you can do to really create a 12-month plan for yourself. One of those things is thinking about who you want to work with, creating the space for it, being in a space where you're ready to receive it, and getting clear about it. So I really love this conversation here. And like I said, I'm going to be sitting down with my planner, and hopefully you guys will get your planners, take photos, and let me know what you think. Now, there are 2 versions. When you go to firestartyouryear.com, you have the opportunity to get the print version, which you can print out. This one, honestly, is a printed one. I printed this one out at Office Depot, and in-house, I do it at home. I coiled it myself. I have my glossy covers and my coil. Yeah, I'm about that life. I have a box of coils. So I already coiled it. Honestly, you can coil it at Office Depot and Staples. I know Office Depot charges, I think, less than $5 to coil them. It's not a lot. This is a black and white print. I think this is about $20 to print at Office Depot. I'm going to be honest with you, the cheapest solution is just to get the printed version. So you can order the print version and I'll ship it out to you. Well, not I'll ship it out to you. The print version is available right now from lulu.com, and it's going to be on Amazon as soon as I get it up there. But you can literally order it now if you want to get it printed and shipped to you. And the shipping is pretty cool. I think the shipping was like less than $3 or $4. But this I printed in-house. I went to my local Office Depot. You can do the digital version or the print version. And I think the price difference is maybe like $10. So it's cost effective to get the print version. And it's 10% off the print version right now for the holidays. Now, if you want a free digital copy, just register for Firestart Your Year for the virtual, and you're going to get the digital absolutely free as a bonus. So if you want to participate in the virtual intensive, you should do that. And everybody who is also coming out to my North Carolina workshop, they get the digital version of this one as well. Hey, Dawn. Dawn is here. So, Dawn, I went through my bag, right? You got to watch the replay, Dawn, because I went through my bag. And I shared with the ladies your 21 ways. Yes. And all the good that you gave me. I totally love this, Dawn. It's so beautiful. Hey, Yandel, one of my mentees is here, my dear. So awesome. Yandel is working on an upgraded version of her planner that she is going to be posting on her website. So, Yandel, please make sure that you share your website. As a matter of fact, because I've got so many awesome ladies here, for those of you who are listening live or via the replay, if you want to share your website, please drop the link in there. Tell them what you do so that it's just not a random website. Tell them what your business is, what you do. Thank you so much, Dawn. I am definitely in love with Snickers, so all of these are mine. This is absolutely cute. Dawn was one of the ladies that came out here to North Carolina when I had my Girl Boss Weekend workshop, and she gifted me this very cute Girl Boss bag, and a ton of other good in here that I shared earlier on in the conversation when I talked about beefing up your brand. So one of the things that actually, because I think Yandel, we had our clarity call this week. One of the things that I talked about with you was taking what you created and printing it out on MagCloud or a platform. And then I also talked to you about putting them in binders. So and I don't have, my apologies, I'm not going to go look for it. There are different ways that you can print your digital content out and distribute it to your audience. I've given you a lot of print examples here. I love that Yandella's here because we talked about binders. One of the things that I like to do is get binders, brand them in the front, and then put my content inside. Normally, I will go to Office Depot or Staples to do my printing. Number one, if you're a rewards member, which you should be as an entrepreneur, you should be a rewards member for Office Depot and Staples. You can get some deals that way. Honestly, I got 20% off of my prints. How did I get 20% off? I went to Retail Me Not. Anybody use Retail Me Not? I got my Retail Me Not app on my phone. So if I don't have a direct promotion, because the time before that, when I got some things printed out from Office Depot, I had a coupon from Office Depot. I always go with my coupons because they're very cost effective, right? When I don't have coupons, I always check Retail Me Not, and I got a 20% off coupon yesterday. So even though this was 132 pages, it would have been, I want to say maybe somewhere between $20 and $25 for the printout. Remember, I did not have them bind it because I binded it myself at home, so I didn't have to pay for that. Plus, I got 20% off because I had my discount from Retail Me Not. Now, I don't know if the stuff over here is going to fall, because I have carefully placed, yep, they fell on the floor. So here is a very cute binder that I purchased, and then I printed out one of my characters from my Little Bits creations, and I put them on the print. Please don't bite those things. Come over here. Give it! You tissue bandit. You know those pigs that they go and they search for truffles? She's like a tissue bandit. Like, if there's tissue, she sniffs it out. I swear to goodness, because I'm a sneezer. She sniffs out tissue anywhere. I could hide the tissue underneath a pillow. She sniffs it out. She knows where it is, and she goes to town. She just likes to rip it up. I think she likes the sound of the ripping. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to give you this tissue. Hey. Here it is. Rip it up. Go to work. Maybe that will distract you from the rest of the paper on the floor. So, Yandella and I, in her clarity call, we were talking about her planner and some smart things that you can do to upgrade it. And one of the things I said is that, you can offer people the opportunity to get the planner and print it themselves, but out of convenience, you can print it for them and maybe do a banner. So a lot of times I'll do my Sister Sense banners when I do my workshops, and then I'll have the training content inside. I was just selling these binders it's part of my school supply series for my, it's going to come to me, for my Bright Colors branding. I think I have the Bright Colors journal in my drawer. Hold on. I was not trying to attack you, Prin. I promise. I promise. I do. So literally this is my Office Depot stuff that I got when I printed out the planner. And this is one of them anyway. This is the 132 pages, uncoiled. I printed it, and they put the holes in it for me. I coiled it at home. Now, this is my journal. I'm sorry. This is my, no, what are these? These are my sketchbooks. These are my sketchbooks that I sell as part of Bright Colors, and I make these at home. How do I make these at home? Well, I'm a designer, so I designed the covers, right? So this is one with all the girls. This is an uncoiled one. I love this one with some of the characters on it. Now I go to Office Depot and I get them printed. Office Depot does not print this size, 8.5 by 11, without having the white. So I basically have to print a bigger size. And at my Office Depot, they have a cutter, like a paper cutter. So I'm standing there for a good time because I make these from scratch cutting them to 8.5 by 11, because in order for me to get them perfectly full bleed, I have to get a bigger size and then cut them. So yes, you can, there are companies that you can have them do the stuff for you, right? But when you want smaller numbers, or when you want to keep the cost down, you'll notice that a lot of companies will charge you like $20 to print a journal, and you want to sell the journal for like $25 and you're not making a lot of profit. When you do things yourself, you can reduce that cost. So in this case, I purchased my, all I did was I get my, I'm telling you all my secrets, y'all. I'm telling you all my secrets. I do the work. I cut these out. This is a sketchbook, so I've got my paper. I have my holes, and I sit in my office. I put the coils in, I cut the coils, and I make my sketchbooks that I sell as part of my brand. So this is a labor of love. I do them in-house. I put the cardboard backing on. This is all I do, okay? I do these in small numbers. I don't do like a ton of these at a time. I do maybe 20 to 40 of these at a time. That's as much as I do at a time. And then eventually, once the Bright Colors brand grows more, then I will invest in getting other manufacturers to do larger numbers. But I'm going to be honest with you, when you're starting off small, to me, it doesn't make sense to overbuy and fill your house of stuff that you've got to then sell. So you got to find smart ways to do that. Yandel says, does Office Depot provide a cardboard backing? No, this is me being creative and putting it together. When they do binding, their standard backing is black that they give you. You got to get creative, which is what I did, and to put my cardboard backing together, and put my sketchbooks together. But a lot of them are manual. So, Bryn, okay, she's good. She's freaking me out in the corner. Okay, I'm trying to navigate like my desk drawers, all the crap that I have on my couch that you can't see because I strategically have it on me and not on the crap that's on the couch. My room is a hot mess right now, for real. But I'll clean it up after I'm done with you guys. Thank you. I know that we talked about, Yandel, working on binders, because you know, we were talking about how to make it work, and you were like, man, I already got my binders, so I'm good. I just need to do the printing. Everybody's different. You may find that you've got, you know, somebody local that you can get really cost-effective prints from, so you don't have to go to Office Depot and spend 15 or 20 cents a copy. Or you may have, you know, already have some inventory that you can use. I mean, I had cardboards on hand from other things, so I was able to repurpose them. So, I mean, you kind of just have to be smart and work with what you've got. But I mean, and then there are things that I purchase online. So I purchased my coils. I bought like boxes of coils online. The clear cover that's on the front, I purchased like a box of, I don't know, 300 or 400 clear covers and just put the holes in them, you know, I think for maybe 100, for every 100 pages, I think Office Depot charges like $3 or something. I was like, okay, here are my clear covers, stick the holes in them, thanks, bye. They were like, you don't need us to coil? No, I don't need you to coil it. I'm good. Now, keep in mind, when you order the Fire Start Your Year planner, which is available at firestartyouryear.com, you're going to get your planner through lulu.com. I'm also going to make it available on Amazon, but it's not ready yet. You can order the print version from Lulu. When you order from Lulu, they're going to be coiled, but that's not my coiling. Lulu has coil. So what's great about these companies is every company is a little different. One of the things I love about Lulu is that there are different ways you can get your product binded. So there is traditional saddle stitch, and they just staple it, right? Can you see the staple in here? This is Dawn's. And I believe, Dawn, I think you did yours through MadCloud, right? This is staple. Great info, working on completing a workbook. Awesome. Jeanette is here. Jeanette is one of the fabulous ladies who will be participating in the Fire Start Your Year virtual conference this year. Quite a few of you guys have registered. If you haven't, I don't know what you're waiting on. Make sure that you guys register. So this is saddle stitched, right? Okay, this is better because now you can see the staple. That's one kind of binding, right? That's number one. Then you've got your perfect bound, right? Where you can, in this case, I don't have anything here. It's just purple. Just easy, perfect, purple bound. Normally when I do the magazines though, let's see if I can find one. Yeah, okay, this is really tiny. You're not going to see that. Well, okay, this one's a little bit bigger. When I do perfect bound on the magazine, I will put words. My apologies, you can't read the words because the ring light is really bright, but it says, the Sister Sense makes sense of making money online, and then it has my name on it. Obviously, if it was a bigger product, you could probably see that easier. I love the fact that on Lulu, it cost a little bit more. I think it costs maybe about $3 or $4 more. But you can get coil binding. So when you order your Fire Start Your Year planner, again, remember, if you register for either the live North Carolina workshop or the virtual workshop, you're going to get the digital version free and you can print it out yourself. If you order the physical one, because that's convenient and cost effective, it's going to be coiled. Lulu does coiling, and I love coiling, especially for planners and journals and workbooks, so that you can do this. You know, you can get to the page you want, lie on your couch or in your bed, and you can dig in. You know, it's funny because when I was in Virginia and I was autographing my new book, I felt kind of bad because I didn't want to open it. I didn't want to crack the binding. I love new product. I love new stationery. So I was like trying to sign it without like really cracking it open. And you know, that's something that it's great about coil binding because you don't have to worry about the, perfect coil and cracking that seal. So those are some things to consider. Now, like I said, I also didn't plan on it, but Yandel is here and we were talking about binders. Another cost-effective thing to do is to buy binders and then put your graphic on the front. And when I went to Atlanta and I was selling my Bright Colors series, I think I was selling these binders for like $3 or $4. Where do I buy my binders? I buy them from Walmart. I buy them from Target. I buy them from Sam's Club. I get I had a great box of white binders that I got from Staples one time, and it was in clearance. I was like, yes! I was just in Office Depot, and their binders, they had them on crazy discount because it's the end of the year, number one, and number two, whoever bought what they wanted to buy for school, they did that already. So they're just kind of cleaning out their inventory for the new year. So you can be strategic about where you buy your content. Bright Colors literally is Bright Colors. So I have green, I have orange, I have pink, and this is my school supplies. So I have the journals, I have the notebooks, I have the binders, and I have the magazine. So it's a whole experience. And yeah. So I went back to talking about printing and profits because there's so much I can share about printing and profits, right? But that's one of the parts of this conversation today. Yandel said, you just reminded me to grab them from to go and get your binders. Yes, go and get them binders, girl. Yandel and I had her second clarity call last Wednesday. If ever you wanted to sit down and talk to me about your business, you can certainly schedule a clarity call. You can register at callme.sistersense.com. Go there to schedule either a 30-minute, 60-minute, or 3-hour session. If it's our first session, 30 minutes is the way to go. Yandel had a 3-session set. So we have been rocking out these last couple of weeks talking and working together. Love the implementation. Love the motivation. She's like, LaShanda, I did this. I knocked out this. I'm going, girl. Which I love. So, okay. I promised you the last part of this was us digging into the Fire Start Your Year planner. So far, I've said two things to you. Number one, you can go to firestartyouryear.com to get your planner, whether you get it free when you register for the live North Carolina workshop or the virtual one, or you can pay for the print or digital version. Number two, I have a 12 days of fire and focus challenge for you. It's absolutely free when you go to sistasense.com/12FF, which stands for 12 days of fire and focus. So 12FF, sistasense.com/12FF. That's going to get you access to the free 12 days of fire and focus challenge. It starts tomorrow, goes for 12 days. So if you register now, you'll get the first one tomorrow. And don't worry, if you watch this replay and you go, oh, did I miss it? Doesn't matter. Whenever you register, it's going to start, and then you're going to get 12 days from the day you register into the series. Okay. So it's not like you miss anything if you watch this video late. Okay. So that's the free 12-day of Fire and Focus challenge. And basically for 12 days, I'm taking you inside of the Fire Start Your Year planner of smart things that you can do. Thank you for dropping that in there for me, Adonia. I appreciate you. Fire Start Your Year. Okay, so this is .com/12FF. Adonia is one of the amazing ladies in my circle who, when I said we're doing the Fire Start Your Year virtual conference, I think she was literally the first person who registered for the virtual conference. So everybody who's registered for either the live virtual conference or the live North Carolina conference, you guys are getting the free version of the digital one of this one. If you want the print version, you can order it on the website and have it shipped to you. And more than likely, those of you who are coming out to North Carolina are going to get the print version inside of my swag bag, because I always have a swag bag for when my ladies come out. So more than likely, you guys will get the print version when you come out to North Carolina for the January event. So, okay, we have been talking about a few things from the planner. Last thing that I was talking to you guys about was this page right here, which was on year-to-year connections. And I said, I want you to think about who are some people that you want to work with going into the new year so you can create that space to have those experiences. What's funny about this is there is a piece that I wrote that I put inside of here, and excuse me, and I'm going to go to that piece now. It is right here. And this piece is called 5 Steps to Getting What You Want Every Year. And one of the things I talked about is just things that I've done to really create beautiful experiences in my life. I'll share a little bit of this article with you. It says, in between the ups and downs, each year is full of hidden opportunities to get what you want. It's going to be challenging, but there are always going to be opportunities to get what you want. You just have to know where to look. Take my life, for example. When I look back at one year in particular, over the course of those perfectly imperfect, beautiful, challenging 365 days, I expanded my local network. I met the fabulous Issa Rae from Insecure, closed more deals, diversified my client base, and managed to create some pretty sweet memories with close family and friends. It's actually quite difficult for most people to get what they want out of life, which is why I felt compelled to share specific steps that I take each year to see progress and make things happen. So I remember that year that I met Issa Rae. I went to Digital Undivided, which was a great conference in New York. And I was like, listen, I'm going to meet Issa Rae. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to meet Issa Rae. Because I'm tired of going on Facebook. And I'm tired of seeing all these pictures of Issa Rae at events. And I'd be like, I could have met Issa Rae and I didn't go to that event. I put it down. And then when I saw Digital Undivided, I was like, yes, I'm meeting her. That's happening. I've got the cutest little picture of me and her. I've got another picture of me and Lisa Price. The picture of me and Oprah and me and Michelle Obama. Those are coming. I've got them in here. These are people that I want to meet and I want to just shake their hand and talk to them. I've got beautiful pictures of myself and my hubby. And even my son got to take a picture with Dr. Boyce Watkins when we were in Atlanta. You want to make connections. You want to make memorable experiences. You want to level up. That's what it's about, right? And I was like, listen, I'm not going to miss Issa. It's a wrap, right? Issa wrap. I'm not going to miss her again. So I made sure that the minute I saw that conference, I registered, I booked whatever I needed to do to book to be in New York, because I used to live in New York, now I live in North Carolina. I made it happen. And, you know, she was on stage. It was a big event, right? It's like, how do you see the person that's on stage? You stalk them. I was like, listen, for real, where she at? Wherever she at, I'm gonna be. And I was able to see her in the lobby, and connect with her. And I was like, I love everything that you do. I was total fangirl. Total fangirl. And you know, she was so humble, so beautiful, and took a picture with me. Absolutely love that experience. But I take every single page in this planner seriously, because if you create the space for the opportunities that you want, your success will come. I truly believe that. Truly, truly believe that. I don't think it was coincidental that, you know, I went to Brooklyn Tech, and across the street from my school is, I don't know if it's still there, because I mean, I graduated in 98, but Spike Lee's joint was across the street from my school, and Carol's Daughter, the first Carol's Daughter shop, was literally beside Brooklyn Tech. Carol's Daughter, you know, Lisa Price, she created her beauty company in her kitchen. And I was like, I'm going to meet her. Black Enterprise asked me to attend one of their events that they had here in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I took a group of ladies. We went. We had a beautiful time. And again, there was Lisa Price. And I was like, oh my God, it's Lisa Price. You've got this multi-million-dollar business. I love you. I used to get your stuff at Carol's Daughter. It was beside my school. Total fangirl. And I have a beautiful picture of me and her. And I don't know how that picture is so awesome, because it was on the oldest of iPhones, but it was beautiful. So I really do not take that lightly. Now, this is 132 pages right here of good. We're going to dig into a few other pages as part of this experience, okay? Adonia says that I guess I need to write it down. I am going to meet LaShanda in 2019. Oh! I know we're going to make that happen. We're definitely going to make that happen. I cannot wait to meet you, Adonia. You are hilarious. I love our conversations, just always. Adonia was one of the ladies who participated in, some of you participated in the 28 days of procrastination. Stop procrastinating 28-day challenge. And one of the ladies, they're in the challenge, which I absolutely love. And you can find it on Sister Sense, the Stop Procrastinating 28-Day Challenge. Adonia, not only did she do the challenge, she made it an experience. Every single day, she shared like the different persona and what she thought about the person. And I need to just save those, because I loved every day listening to her. And a few other ladies shared their experience in the challenge in our private Facebook group. And one of the people that I talked about as far as procrastinating pro personalities is Someday Simone. And you guys, you can virtually raise your hand if you're like, oh, I see that. I'm going to do that someday. I'm going to do that someday. And someday never comes. So Someday Simone is that kind of person who always thinks that at some point in the sometime future, she's going to do something, but she never makes it happen. And we want to be able to tackle our inner Someday Simones. I love Adonia because she's definitely not a Someday Simone. She always jumps on everything. She was the first one to register for the Fire Start Your Year virtual. She's like, LaShanda, I'm going to be there when you do Create Amazing in March. She's definitely a go-getter. And I love being able to really connect with you guys on a deeper level, especially when I get to meet you in person. So, love to you, my dear. I loved everything you shared as part of the 28-day challenge. And again, if you guys are Someday Simones, no, not me, never Nellies, you know, perfect Pats. I got a ton of them. Learn it. Take part in the Stop Procrastinating Challenge, so that you can find smart ways to get better at being more productive. That's what that challenge is all about. So I keep telling you that I'm going to dig deeper into this book, and I keep going on. I keep going on tangents. Y'all, make sure you get your book. If you're going to get the print one, get it now, because it's 10% off. Again, at firestartyouryear.com. So there's some other good things in here that I want to share with you. What's another page that we can go to today? Some of this stuff I don't want to do right now, because I'm going to do it with you inside of 12 days of Fire and Focus. if you sign up for that challenge over at sistersense.com/12FF. So for 12 days, we're going to dig into this workbook. Okay, I think I'll do one of these pages. So one of the things that you'll be able to do inside of your Fire Start Your Year planner is to plan your products. Really take a look at the kind of products that you want to create this coming year and map them out in a variety of creative ways. So one of those ways is via the product plan page that you see right here. And I'm going to share a part of that. So the product plan page is broken down into 3 sections, as you can see. The 3 sections are concept, coin, and calendar. Okay, so let's talk about the concept. So I want you to think about maybe one product you're like, next year, I definitely want to work on that product, right? So I said to you guys, I'm really enjoying working on my literary journal. Some of you have already submitted, and I need to approve, but I still have so much to do. Some of you guys have submitted entries into to be contributors in these writing projects. I'm working on that, right? So this is a physical offer. Now, I've broken down different types of product offers that you can consider, as you'll see up here. When you think about your concept, you want to think about, is it digital? Is it physical? Is it an affiliate offer? Maybe it's a service, maybe it's an event, or maybe it's something else. So I want you to be able to break down what kind of offer you're creating and really come up with the concept in more detail. So the product plan, there are multiple pages of this so that you can work on brainstorming and outlining the kinds of products that you want to create in the new year. I even break it down by quarter so that for every quarter you can think about the kind of things that you want to work on each quarter, right? And I'll talk about the quarters in a second. But so in the case of these are going to be both physical and print. And they are, so I'm checking those off and I'm writing the concept, right? And then I talk to you guys about New Year connections. So in that space, what I'm thinking about is who I want to work with as far as people I want on my team, people I want to help me, like whether it be photography or branding, people I want to be contributors, right? When I went to Atlanta, I went one of my clients who he said, I've been following you for years. And you got Sister Sense for women, but can you make something for the men? So I've already lined up like the contributors I want to have some male Sister Sense content created and who I want to contribute in that experience. So all of these things I have space to write down inside of the planner. So, and feel free to guys to drop into the comment box, think about one kind of offer that you want to work on in the new year. Is it digital? Is it physical? Is it a service? Is it affiliate related? Maybe it's your product and you want to put together an affiliate program. Maybe it's somebody else's product, because by the way, Fire Start Your Year has an affiliate program. So if you want to register, great, but you can also make money by sharing your affiliate link for firestartyouryear.com with others and make a commission. It's an instant commission, by the way, too. So let's say, for example, somebody registers through you, they do the $97 registration, then you get a commission for that. And instantly that commission goes to you inside of your PayPal. Like instantly. They pay, I get paid, you get paid. Instant commission. There's an opportunity for maybe somebody says, you know what, I want to register for the virtual conference and I also want to get, there's a great bundle there that's $50. So if they do $150 registration, you get a piece of that. If they say, you know what, I just want to get the success map, that's $27. So there are different price points that they can register at. And whatever price point they register at, if they register through your affiliate link, you get a commission. So this gives you an opportunity to map out multiple products and really dig into the type of product you want to create. That's concept, number one. Number two is coin. So you want to think about, as you're creating your products, what kind of coin you want to make, right? So I have different types of payments. What's the best way to describe it? Different types of payment conversations I want to have with you. So for example, one of them is creating a payment plan, right? I have ladies who have registered for my North Carolina workshop and they paid in full. They were like, okay, I'm registered. I'm done. And then I have ladies who said, you know what? I want to register, but I'm going to do the 3-part payment plan because that works for my budget, right? So do you want to create this offer and offer people a payment plan? Or do you want to make it that it's one payment? Go to the website, see the book, $15, bam, paid it, right? So do you want to have a set price, right? Or do you want to create something that is a program, something that's subscription based? Some of you guys are in my mastermind. In the mastermind, you can do the monthly subscription. You can do for life. Some of you guys are my lifers. You did a lifetime registration, so you never have to pay again. Or some of you have decided to do a 1-year pass or a 2-year pass. So you don't have to pay every month. You just pay every year or every 2 years. These are different programs with different payment plans. So one of the things that you can do inside of the workbook is for multiple products, break down your concept, your coins, and your calendar. When you're going to create the product, your start date, your deadlines, all of these things are mapped out here. Now, this is a lot of pages because I want you to basically be able to, not just at one point, but throughout the year, have something that you can write in and go back to make sure you consistently are confident and clear about your vision for the year. So you're writing your product plan here, because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a notebook girl. I have tons of notebooks. Who has notebooks? You got stuff in your notebooks. You got stuff in Evernote. You got stuff all over the place. This is supposed to be your central base so that you can go, all right, I remember I wanted to do, whenever you get this great idea of this new thing, you can put it in here, you can map it out, and you don't have to go all over the place looking for it. It's central. It's in your good right here. Dawn is laughing at me. She said, yes, productive peeps. Yandel, $100 a day. Listen, you got to work on those goals. Are you talking about your goals, Yandel, your daily goals? Because I think we were talking about that as well. I love that you brought up your goals. I think you're talking about your daily goals, right? Adonia is like, I have several. I know. We've got tons and tons of notebooks. I think you just mentioned $100 a day. I think that is your daily goal that you're talking about. There is a section in here that's called revenue readiness. Revenue readiness. I'm on EST time. Can somebody give me a time check? For those of you who are on EST time. I cannot help loving hanging out with you guys, but there are other things that I have to do as a mom. So I should have been off of here like 15 to 20 minutes ago. 15 to 20 minutes ago. I do not know what time it is. Okay, where is it? I told you, this is 132 pages, is a lot of stuff in here. All right, so I'm jumping way ahead, but there is a section called revenue readiness, and multiple pages. There are different things that we do in the revenue readiness section. One of the things that we talk about is your annual, quarterly, and monthly revenue goals so that you can map them out here. Because I'm going to be honest with you, life is going to throw you off course. You're going to get off track. You're going to get confused. You're going to do something different. This is so that you created the space to really be able to open up I call this your personal playbook. It's a planner, but it's your personal playbook. So you can open it up, come back to it, and go, yes, that was the vision. Because sometimes either you'll hear something from other people that will maybe try and change your vision, or something in your life might discourage you or cause you to change the vision. You want to be able to stick to the plan, and you want to be able to have a clear place that you can go back to. Okay? Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. So the revenue readiness section, I mean, hopefully you guys are already starting to think about your goals as far as how much money you want to make next year. And hopefully you've looked at your revenue this year. For those of you who do sell products, you're going into your e-commerce platforms and taking a look at how much money you have made. Now, on the topic of e-commerce platforms, I love the revenue readiness section. I'm not even going to go into all of it because I can't. I got to get off of here. I've been on here for way too. I've been on here for a long time. But here's another page of revenue readiness. And this page is on e-commerce essentials, and it's a checklist. So hopefully you guys have, number one, a PayPal. If you do have a PayPal account, it's a PayPal business account. If you, as a matter of fact, one of the ladies in my circle registered for Fire Start Your Year, the virtual, yesterday. And she said, LaShanda, I need to start working on sales pages. What do you use for sales pages? Do you have a training on sales pages? I need it all. So I checked in with her this morning. She registered for the firestartyouryear.com virtual yesterday. The platform that I use for sales pages is Samcart, and it's one of the platforms that I have listed here. It's like a checklist, right? And I'm like, okay, if you want to sign up through me, you can go to sistersense.com/Samcart, right? That is one of the e-commerce resources that I use. So the revenue readiness section is all about you asking yourself a simple question. Am I ready for revenue? What does that mean? Do I have my e-commerce tools together? Do I have my marketing tools together? Do I have my products together? Am I ready for the kind of money that I want to make? Because some of you ain't ready. You want to monetize, but you have nothing to monetize. You want to speak, but you don't have any speaker sheets. You don't have your bio done. You don't have... Oh my gosh. So as I'm talking about bios and speaker sheets, another page on revenue readiness, this one right here is on what types of work with me content you need to create. So it says, okay, for your interviews, do you have your media kit ready, your bio ready, your headshot ready? A young lady, I think she's from Kenya, which was pretty awesome. She's in the States, but I think she's from Kenya, reached out to me last week and said, LaShanda, I would love to have you on my podcast. And I wasn't surprised because I just was featured on Dr. Geneva's podcast last week. And usually when I'm on a podcast, people hear me and then they say, LaShanda, can you be on my podcast? So it kind of creates this spiral. And I told you I'm crazy busy right now, but I'm not going to turn away from an opportunity to do an interview. So I said, yeah, sure. So we did the interview yesterday on Friday. And I had everything. I had my media kit, my graphic, anything that she needed I already had done. So it was easy to give that to her. Being in a space where you are ready for revenue, where you're ready for work with me opportunities, that's what we do as part of this planner. So it's a whole section on revenue readiness so that you can really dig into different things that you need to have and, that you should have so that you're prepared for opportunities when they arise. Okay. So this is really, really important. This is a good one. So today I've kind of been giving you some ideas of different things that you need to be thinking about when it comes to fire starting your year. And literally some of these ideas I have pulled from the planner. I'm saying, oh my God, because I love this section, right? So directly after the revenue readiness section, there is what I call the repurpose planner. The repurpose planner. Now, I'm the repurpose queen because one of the things that I love to do is take content that I've created before and really dig in to make it new content that I can give to people in the future. So repurposing is one of my favorite things to do. Let me see if I can pull out one of these pages for you. Okay. So here is a page from the Repurpose Planner, and I'm giving you guys a few examples of things that you can do without the planner, but like I said, this is 132 pages, so you might want to get the planner to dig into all of it. But this page from the Repurpose Planner section says, turn paid offers into free offers to create new lead magnets, okay? So there are different types of offers that maybe you have created before. Today, I've been talking about print products. So the first is books. It says, list books that you can turn into free ebook downloads. Some of you guys are trying to figure out, well, man, I need to create some freebies, but I don't have the time to create some new stuff. Well, one of the things that you can do is repurpose material that you've already created, right? So when I started making these literary journals, I actually did the first one as a freebie lead magnet. It's done. So I said, okay, I want you guys to be able to preview it, see what it's like. And if you want to be a contributor, then you can sign up to be a contributor, right? You got to give people an opportunity to try before they buy. So maybe you have things that you've written before. As a matter of fact, I was talking to one of my clients, and a lot of clients that I'm working with right now to help them build their websites. One of the biggest challenges is blogging. And it's so funny because I see my girl Tony here, and she said to me, LaShanda, when we were in Virginia, I need you to do another one of those challenges where you do 10 days and you show us how to do 100 days, in 10 days. It's a blogging challenge. I show you how to do 10 posts a day to create 100 days worth of content. And it's awesome. Thank you so much, Tony, because one of the ladies in her circle said, I'm working on my blog content. I want to have at least 9 pieces of content created and scheduled for the new year. And she was like, girl, you need to go to LaShanda. You need to go to Sister Sense. You need to do the challenge. I appreciate you for that, Tony. That's just kind of one of the things that I talk about, how you can turn old content into new content. So what's so funny about that is I said to you guys today, let me go back to this. A good portion of the articles that I produce in my Sister Sense in Print magazine, it's repurposed content. It's blog articles. I put it in a magazine, so it's print, it's tangible, and people can read it, right? A lot of times when I get articles from my contributors, they will give me articles that they've written in their blog, and I turn it into print content in the magazine. That's just smart repurposing, right? So then I said to you, if you do have books and you're trying to figure out what kind of lead magnets you can create, then either you can give the whole book away for free. I mean, there are a lot of entrepreneurs who do that. They don't give there are 2 ways that you can do it. Either you can say the book is free, just pay for shipping. I've done that. Or you can say the digital version is free. So all you got to do is give them the PDF and that costs you nothing, right? But either way, it's just a smart way to market. So repurposing, the repurpose planner. I love this section of the, and my apologies because I got my ring light on. Let me do that. So this is the repurpose planner section. So think about if you do have books, maybe you've got a few older ones that maybe you can give people a free chapter. Like I said, one of my clients, she was like, LaShanda, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what to write on my blog. And I was like, well, you can start with your books. And she was like, oh my gosh, LaShanda, I have some ebooks. I can take some of that ebook content and put it in my blog based on what you're telling me. And I was like, yeah, you can do that. So, being in a space where you can kind of sit down and think about your content and how you can repurpose your content and put it on your blog or other platforms, create lead magnets that you can use as freebies to get new subscribers. That's a part of the planner. Again, you can just think about that because I'm literally verbally telling you these are some recommendations that you can do to fire start your vision for next year, but they're in here. They're all in the planner. Chantel Turner. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing what I was doing, Tony, with Chantel. I appreciate you for that. I'm jumping around the planner here. Okay. So this is the last thing that I'm going to talk about today. I promise. I just love this planner. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. Okay. So a lot of times I work with clients and they say to me, LaShanda, I feel like a hot mess because there are things that I wanted to do and I feel like, okay, the holidays are here. I didn't have time to prepare. I feel like I'm lost. This is your plan. This is your planner so that you can prepare. One of the sections here is on national holidays that entrepreneurs should know. And literally, I have a few pages. I think maybe it's like 4 or 5 pages. Let me go to the next page here of national holidays that you should be aware of. Because some of these could be specific to you, right? So if you work with a lot of parents or you create content that's family orientated, then you should know Grandparents' Day is September 8th, right? If you're a writer and you have books, you should know that World Book Day is April 23rd. Why? Because you want different opportunities to give people promotions and to do sales. If you know about holidays, not just the Christmas or, the Black Friday or the Valentine's Day, but if you know about national holidays that are interesting, special interest, quirky, that are of interest to you, there's a lot that you can do with that, right? National Work and Family Month is in October. Emotional Wellness Month, also in October. Where's the Entrepreneurs Day? I think Entrepreneurs Day is, I can't remember. Hold on. Okay, because I have a few pages here. Let's see if some other interesting ones that I can share with you. Free Shipping Day, that happens in December. Support your local Chamber of Commerce, October 17th. National Techies Day, October 3rd. I'm a tech night. I'm a super techie. So that day is all me. Get to Know Your Customers Day, October 18th. Self-Promotion Month is October. Those ones are in October. If you do health and wellness, I have some clients who do health and wellness. There is and I just saw it and I lost it. National Physical Fitness and Sports Month is May. So you get the deal here. The idea is that I wanted to create this kind of holiday helper so that what you could do, let's go to the next page. What you can do is you can map out every quarter of the year. So here we've got the first quarter, right? We've got the first quarter, January, February, March. And here's the deal. What you can do with the planner is once you've identified some special interest holidays that you want to market on, literally for every quarter, you can say, okay, I know that there is an Entrepreneur's Day. I want to market that day. I know that there's a World Book Day. I'm an author, so I definitely want to market that day. So literally for every quarter, there's an opportunity for you to map in here. Dawn says, nice. Thank you. There's an opportunity for you to prepare because, for example, I know that Women's History Month is in March. I have a challenge called Maintain Your Momentum, and I have a course on how to market your business during Women's History Month. Every year, I bring that course out in March because that's what I do. And, you've got to think about, how you can create courses and training and brand specific content or do promotions based on holidays or special months that are relevant to you. One of my clients, I work with lots of clients, is Dr. Tanya. Her website is it's drtanyamd.com. And she is a cancer survivor. She's a cancer survivor, but also her patients are women who are dealing with cancer. And her business for her really touches home because not only is she a doctor who deals with cancer, specifically women who are going through cancer, she's also a breast cancer survivor. So it was such an amazing experience for me to work with her on that website. And one of the things that we did together is we worked on, putting up her store. She has cancer awareness books. She's got children's books. I helped her when she was working on her brand teas. We talked about brand teas a little bit earlier on today in the conversation. She has her breast cancer awareness initiatives, and she's very conscious of especially being proactive around doing those things during October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, if you want to be in a space where you don't feel like you're falling into things and you're a hot mess and, you're 2 days too late for literally everything, what's great about the planner is it's going to help you prepare. You don't necessarily have to have everything done. You just need to have a point of reference so you don't feel lost. And you're like, okay, this is what I know I'm going to be doing in March, or this is what I would like to do in May. And obviously, as the year goes on, you're going to go back to this. You're going to add new things. You're going to tweak things. But there's a space for pretty much everything in here. There are your calendar pages as well, which I kind of will I'll give you a visual of the calendar pages. Like a traditional planner, there are, I call these at a glance pages so that you can take a look at the month and, jot down the things that you want to do, whether it be events or challenges or launches, so that you kind of you can open your calendar and at a glance see a few things that you need to do. Now, I mean, I've got things that I do on a daily basis and I've got things that I do on a weekly basis. This is not that planner. This planner is your quarterly, monthly, annual experience, right? And I don't know if I've seen anything like this, but this is what was in my heart and in my mind based on what I've done and what I continue to do. I've been in a space of being an entrepreneur for almost 20 years now. I enjoy working at home. I don't think I'm going to ever work for anybody else. But based on the different things that I do to be strategic and intentional, planning out my year, I've put in here for you, okay? So if you want to experience the 12 Days of Fire and Focus, which is a 12-day experience, it's absolutely free, and I take you inside of the planner every day for 12 days. You can go to sistersense.com/12FF to experience that. And of course, if you want to get your planner, you can get it at firestartyouryear.com. Hopefully I get to see some of you guys come out to the workshop that I'm doing here. It's really a private intensive. I'm going to be working with 3 to 5 ladies so that over the course of MLK weekend in January, we can do some of the stuff in here. Because some of you are going to do this on your own, but some pieces, really good to have somebody guide you through it. We're going to be working in here. We're going to be working on content, and we're going to be working on branding. So mapping out the master plan, coming up with products, talking about different things you can do, working hands-on. We're going to do that together in the North Carolina Weekend Workshop. And then there's the 3-hour virtual. Well, it's usually anywhere between 3 to 4 hours, but that is January 5th. If you haven't registered, you can register for the virtual. I know some of my ladies are international, so if you can't make it out to the live here with me in North Carolina, definitely register for the virtual so that you can experience that and we can dig into mapping out your master plan for the new year. All right, so this has been, I think, one of my longest web classes on live stream. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. For those of you who've been rocking out and listening and watching me today, out of curiosity, did you learn anything? Is there a resource or maybe a recommendation or maybe something that I shared from the planner that you were able to learn? Feel free, whether you're watching live or via the replay, to drop into the comment box and let me know if you did learn something. Chantel says, I was watching it earlier. Love it. Getting it too. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Chantel, for joining. Thank you, Tony, for making the connection. I appreciate all of you guys. My Levon, my Adonia, my Don. You guys are just awesome. Just Essie, y'all are just awesome. Tony, it's just been so much fun. I would stay on this thing with you guys all day if I could. But I do have a few other things that I need to knock out. Lavon Weaver says, everything was awesome. Good. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. I love specifics. If there was anything in particular that you guys found helpful as far as what you heard me talk about today that maybe you're going to be working on, feel free to let me know. Jeanette says, yes, about creating products. Okay, good. So the content that I talked about as far as creating products. Adonia, I will purchase the digital copy if it's on my... Adonia, your spell check is killing me today. Don't purchase the digital copy, Adonia, because you're getting it free as part of you've already registered for the Fire Start Your Year workshop. Everybody who registers for the workshop, whether it's the live one in North Carolina or the virtual, you're going to get the digital planner. So you don't need to purchase it, Adonia. You've already got it. It's coming to you as part of the workshop. If you want to get the print version, you can order it, okay? But if you are registered for the virtual or the live North Carolina workshop, you get it for free, okay? Don says, action planning will be helpful. Yes. I love the unboxing celebration. I know, right? Unboxing So much fun. I had lots of things that I was unboxing today. So even taking the time to use that strategy, right, and start doing unboxing videos to unbox some good that you've got, that's certainly something that you can do as well. Can't wait to get my planner. Awesome. Oh, I meant the print copy. Okay, because you've got the digital. So if you want the print copy, yeah, you can definitely get that one. And I shared some recommendations as far as what you guys can do. I love seeing ladies get the print, but also the digital. I remember the last training that I did, I think it was Regina. Literally, I think the day that I sent it out, that hour, she not only purchased the digital, I can't remember what workbook it was, but she purchased the workbook, and then she has her own laminate machine at home. So she printed it, she laminated it, she binded it, and I was like, wow, you are for real. The lovely Regina Coley, one of the ladies in my mastermind. Y'all are all, when I say my fire starter circle is lit, for real, y'all be jumping on it. So I appreciate you guys. Again, I hope you enjoyed today's web class. I know I've been quiet only because Lord knows I'm working on a lot. I've got so much to do. And Christmas is just a few days away. So, whew, I appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful and blessed week. For those of you who are in my mastermind, you guys, let's see. I think we have a webinar. I think we have a webinar this Tuesday. If you're not in the mastermind, you are welcome to join over at join.sistersense.com. The Firestarter Circle monthly mastermind is awesome. I love my ladies. We have so much fun. And yeah, that's it. So, alrighty. I think I have to go cook. I think I have to go cook something for my family. Unless my hubby cooked. And usually he helps me out. And he made breakfast this morning. So that was great. All right. Bye, guys.